But yes, big fella and special guest, Badger, even though he's sick, so we might not talk a lot.
I will be there for the show. For the brand, Mr. Killer Karate.
Oh, that's good. You're at least repping CDL. Yeah, but it looks like we are getting started very soon. So I should have grabbed water before this, but
Grab a nap earlier. You got time.
Yeah, it's true. I need to buy time anyway, so I can get the stats pulled up. I should probably write them down.
all right. So Snow's finally playing in a game with this team, like literally a 50% play rate on Snow
Feels
for
good,
his
man.
own team. So this is basically a brand new team for him, and we're at the end of the season. So
Yikes! Is he just like busy IRL half the time? Like, what happened, man?
I don't know. Last week he had other things going on, and then just I think they had a bye week in the very final week of the regular season. So haven't played together too often. They did end up getting accepted, I believe, to fill in last week.
Right, yeah, and they dominated with a 2-0 that week. I remember that.
Oh yeah, played very well. We'll see if Snow is 1-for-1 accepted. I doubt it, but they're different styles of players. So
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta remember how strong momentum is. This Snow team has some momentum. They're winning Dota games.
I mean, they had momentum last season. As I was saying to Snow,
my team had momentum last season. They were the favorites, so we had momentum. We were the story.
You're the underdogs.
Now they're the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
It's very true. They finished the regular season 5-5, so definitely not even close to the best record there.
Just trying to jot down some notes about each team.
But I mean, they rattled off 2 pretty big wins to get here. Against Mars, I don't think anybody had them winning that series, even with the accepted fill-in.
That is absolutely true. I agree 100%. When we beat Team Badger and looked to see that Snow had 2-0'd, I think we all were very shocked.
And it was the same thing first round too, Snow beating Turtle 2-1. So that could have gone either way. I think I had Turtle winning that series, so definitely Snow is not the favorite. Nobody at all picked Snow to win in their bracket. So yeah, this is like the let me just assure that real quick. I think Snow might have. No, Snow didn't even pick himself to win. So yeah, nobody picked Snow to win.
Fair enough.
So everybody's wrong, and that means the standings for the bracket challenge, Snow actually ties for first with accepted and loved. So Snow could win 2 different challenges tonight. Oh, I need to.
I turn my open mic on in game, don't I?
Yes, and also mute co-casters.
I have had that on for years, brother. Don't worry.
For sure. Anyway, last CDL season, I don't know what you want to call it. Last CDL game series on this patch feels good. The end of an era. Hasn't the entirety of CDL has been on the same major patch, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Every single grand final has been played on the exact same major patch, except for minor changes. So.
All right, I believe. Okay. All right, I do have my open mic on now. Okay, cool.
I think something interesting, though, is the fact that we're going to end up with 15 different champions, regardless of who wins tonight.
Yeah. Do we not have a repeat?
Repeat champions.
Yeah, Snow is basically a repeat.
No,
He got himself promoted to admin. That's another champion right there.
Yeah, he did do that himself. Long story. We're not gonna get into that tonight, obviously, but that was definitely Snow's doing.
Okay.
Well, one day I'll do a tell-all on the CDL story. That's way down the road, though. That'll be some bridges burned when
But I'm kind of surprised we got the Chen band coming in. I think that's still a really strong hero.
Right. So a big thing that I can at least provide insight is both the games that Doggo defeated Team Big Fella, aka my team, was through picking up a Chen. Just having a lot of creeps that are like fairly tanky and can also like push your lane, provide regen, and give insta heals during team fights is like very, very big. And it seems like a very comfortable hero for Team Doggo.
Orion.
Definitely gives you a lot of push power early on too, which is very good in this patch if you can just win super early on.
So, for Team Snow, Lion is their most picked throughout the season and playoffs. So I'm not surprised to see a first pick Lion here.
It is good you did research. It is very good.
I'm just not a big fan of the first pick Lion, honestly. The hero doesn't really do much early on. Level 1, he's got the stun, but his right click is just god awful.
They keep making it better. Like, they keep decreasing the mana cost on level 1 stun. I think it's not that bad anymore. Especially if you're comfortable on Lion. It's a hero that scales well into the mid and late game in an environment like.
Yeah.
It scales well, but it's just that level 1, level 2 trading is. You can't really do much. You got to pick a strong core to play with Lion in that lane.
I don't think it's that bad.
Could throw it 4 though. We don't know. They did pick Shadow Demon on Doggo's team, which I believe they have 80% win rate with through 5 games. They picked it.
Yes. Yeah.
Asian Wolf playing that every time.
I'm actually a big fan of Shadow Demon in general. So many good heroes that combos with.
Yeah, I'm also a huge fan of actually Asian Wolf's Shadow Demon. Like that is definitely like one of her best heroes. So I'm not surprised that it's also their most picked as well.
Oh yeah, most successful for sure. Night Stalker for Snow, which isn't something that's been around for a while for him. But he did lose with that hero in the finals last year. So.
Well, the good news is for Snow's team, the 3 times that they picked Night Stalker, it was 3-0. So it does still have a 100% win rate for Team Snow as of right now. The other 2 that they are undefeated with are Underlord and PA, but obviously I don't think we'll be seeing an Underlord as they picked the Night Stalker.
It's like I know it's a bit into meme territory, but this is like a classic Snow hero. He loves this hero in especially varied skill environments where he can possibly feed on some of the lower MR supports. Obviously, Asian Wolf is pretty good. Doggo's gonna have some problems this game with the Night Stalker, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I mean, they have decent counters for it, especially with the Shadow Demon. Nick Hiding's definitely going to be a lot easier than normal. It's if Snow goes Blink Night Stalker though, which I can't remember if he does, that can kind of just crush.
Yeah, for sure. So Bloodseeker ban, I'm assuming just because Bloodseeker's very good against Night Stalker. Rupture does not allow Snow to get any movement through his ulti. He just kind of has to sit there and be a ward for 30 seconds, or however long Rupture lasts. But I am kind of surprised they're letting the Lifestealer through, just because, or Drow, Void, and LS, right? Are the 3? Just because those are the most banned up against Doggo's team, but Void, like, their safe lane player is very, very competent on both Void and LS for sure.
Yeah, and I don't think Lifestealer is really like a great hero into the Night Stalker either. It's okay, but it's not like amazing. Obviously, it's Lifestealer and the strength hero, but.
You can see Snow clearly didn't do that much research. If you look at the all chat, and I quote, "Why I need to prepare my drafts 5 days in advance, already 1 minute to reserve time." He's poking fun at the fact that Doggo preparing and Doggo's using the reserve time. There's no clearly. He's just banning heroes that he thinks are good, not necessarily
This is
heroes
what
that
wins games. The amount of preparedness is not correlated with the success you have or your win rate.
This is very true.
one of those things that are. I think right now, if you're Doggo's team, you can pick a lot of different great heroes to combo with the Juggling. Obviously, Kunkka is banned, but you also have Marana, Axe, Leshrac, Lina. Basically, any hero with like a delayed animation skill shot, just stick that into the disruption.
Legion Commander.
Ooh. I was
Very solid pick.
playing a pub earlier today. I was thinking about picking Legion Commander into a Night Stalker, but if you can just lock down the hero for the duration.
Yeah, that and Gohan's Legion is also very, very good. It's very hard to lane against. It's similar to when Abaddon was very good in that,
I like that
he could
pick.
purge very quick. Similar to Abaddon, but I think Legion is like definitely stronger and can trade a lot better in lane now. I think people have figured that out. Oracle I really like because the purge from like literally everything they have, and
Oh, yeah.
Legion could never get a duel unless Legion duels Oracle for a kill.
Yeah.
Unless Oracle messes up, but you know.
Thing is, okay, so if Snow's team's playing properly coordination wise, will Gohan, or I'm assuming Gohan's playing the Legion here, will he ever get a proper duel off? Obviously, going into the AoE silence is difficult. Going into the Hex instant cast is difficult. And if you get it off, there's false promise. This is a very difficult game to actually use duels.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on if they get the jump, right? If they have better vision, it's really easy to pull off decent duels, especially in the back lines. Honestly, I would like to see them pick maybe a Nature's or something. It's
Keep in mind,
as
Snow's team
fuck.
going to have
but-
the vision advantage for like 75% of the game thanks to just having a Night Stalker. I like this a lot, actually, from Snow's
Yeah.
team. They have a vision advantage and they have the save. This is great. Huge fan of this one.
Yeah, I guess there's really nothing you can pick to counter that either.
Oh boy, Gyrocopter.
Gyro's always been a
Can't wait to
solid
see Agamemnon.
hero. Oh yeah, dude, listen. I am a Gyro player. I love me some Gyro. Team Doggo actually banned it against me. Game 3, first phase, which was an honor.
I think we banned it against you too, or maybe we lost to it against you. I don't really remember anymore.
Right, yeah, I forget. But anyway, I can tell you for sure the Gyrocopter is a hero that, much like old Shadow Fiend when he was busted, no matter how many times you kill him in lane, if he gets stacks and like doesn't get bothered for like 10 to 15 minutes, he will come back fully farmed and will be ready to fight you with a BKB.
There's a quote out there somewhere from like some patch. I was doing a patch analysis many years ago when they introduced Side Gunner. They had like a 1.8 second attack interval, and I was like, one day, Ice Frog is gonna buff this until it's good, and here we are. By Aghanim,
Did it get buffed though?
Modifiers.
I feel like it hasn't gotten buffed.
So it was a slow process, changing from like a 1.8
I think
UAM to like 1.6 to 1.4, and it made it slower and lower and lower. And I was like, oh, this is good something. Oh,
I am loving Snow's draft more and more.
Yeah, it's definitely like a.
Or the Night Stalker safe lane.
I have a feeling it's gonna be Snow safe lane Night Stalker.
I mean, they have a run at you style of draft, right? Which is what wins Dota right now. So.
Yeah, for sure. I think with this draft, Gyro can't sit and farm for long. So, let's talk about bans real quick. So, real quick, I think Doggo messed up because he wasn't paying too much attention. So they banned the Bloodseeker, right, for the sake of, I believe, the Night Stalker. I don't think they were planning on picking Pango. And so I think Doggo misread it as, okay, if they're going to ban Bloodseeker, they're picking Pango. And I think, in my opinion, they wasted a ban because I don't see Team Snow picking Pango here. But so I think they might have messed up there. But of course, like Sand King, Kunkka, Silencer, very, very strong first phase bans. And there's the Lifestealer ban, actually.
Yeah, Lifestealer is pretty good for them this game. They have a couple vehicles for it. Well, the Legion, prominently.
All right, Snow, what is your last pick? That's the question of the day. Obviously, a middle laner. But is it a hyper carry? Is it like a Death Puppet type hero or a Leshrac type hero? What's the plan?
Yeah, it's a Maguire hero. I could potentially see Death Puppet or Puppet.
Ooh, they want to take your towers.
I said the
They
wrong
needed something to hit towers.
pushing middle laners.
Yeah,
I had the DP, didn't have the Pug.
I mean, Maguire kicked ass on that hero last week, so not surprising that he wants to go back at it.
This is gonna sound super weird, but what if they go middle Night Stalker for Doggo?
Just depends on who they're up against.
Yeah.
Because like they have enough carry potential with the Gyro and the Legion. They don't necessarily need. They just need heroes who can survive, heroes who can directly stop the push. I think
Maybe
Mix
like a
might do
DK.
that. I don't like that. That's greedy.
That's really
That's
greedy,
dangerous
dude.
too,
That's
especially
extremely greedy.
if Snow gets a blink, if Centaur gets a blink too. Like, there's a lot of disable for a Storm Spirit in this game.
If Storm Ball Lightning's into Snow's silence, he actually just is a creep.
Yep.
And he gets melted.
I guess he has more armor than a creep, but same effect, yeah.
It's barely more.
His armor's a lot of armor. He has like 5 base armor, dude. It's great.
Night Stalker
crazy.
doesn't care.
True.
It's just gonna
true.
burst right through that. I don't know. I kind of like Snow's draft better.
If they can get items, they have the late game. It's just can they get the items? Because they need what, like 2 items on Storm, 3 items on Gyro, like an item and a half on Legion. That's a lot of items.
So the last time McGuire played Pugna, he went 18, 3, and 9, and won in about 40 minutes. But it looks like he absolutely dominated the game.
Yeah, and there's so many small plays he made too to save that game and just make it so much easier for him and his team. It's exciting to be able to watch him. He also bought Dagon, which is a very explosive, fun item. So.
Absolutely. I'm assuming he was probably just trying to build Aeon Disc with that Vitality booster in his pocket, but or maybe Bloodstone. That's fine. So, in terms of just team draft, what do you think Team Doggo has to do in order to take this game?
Not lose within the first 15 minutes. Not
Well,
lose
to an
all of their
extent.
outer towers within the first 25 minutes, I guess.
I honestly, they actually need to not lose in the first 30 minutes, I think. They have to go a little longer.
They have to go late, for sure.
They have to go at least past like the 3rd night. I mean, maybe by the end of the 2nd night, we'll have an idea of how the game's going. But they need to just put up some wards, get farm for their heroes, hope
Wait,
they don't lose.
That's Martin playing Gyro?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Unless they
You
changed.
think
I
should put
can
in the all
never...
chat reminder, no casserole. I'm gonna do that actually.
It doesn't matter. Oh,
I don't all
actually,
chat.
I don't
There's
know if
only-
Magician.
There's only
and-
3 channels. We're good.
I don't know if Magician and Nick will say anything because they did last time during our series.
They're usually pretty quiet, I feel like, whenever I've watched their cast.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Badger, you're breaking your own rule? Oh my god.
I am the law. I was the law.
You
not
aren't
the
even
law.
admin anymore.
Still admin, bro. Good.
All your power has been removed. It's all a plot to slowly overtake.
I don't care if the players all cat. They're players. I'm here to remind the casters to be on their best behavior.
This is true.
Anyways, I believe that's Martin on the Gyrocopter, Chris on the Storm Spirit, Gohan, of course, on the Legion Commander, Doggo on the Jakiro, and Asian Wolf. Signature
He's not
Shadow
still
Demon.
retaliating.
Is Piss going? He hasn't
just
leveled it
keeps
yet.
retaliating.
What is...
He doesn't have retaliate.
What are you doing?
30 seconds to battle.
What are you doing, this man?
I think he just realized that.
Well,
looks like fight up
okay.
bottom.
Asian Wolf gone a bit too far, getting slowed up, and this looks like a really easy kill to get, especially since he ran low ground. Ooh, the save for now. But yeah, one more hit from Snow and that'll get it. I mean, McGuire didn't get the kill. There's the mid laner not getting it. Does go to Snow, however, so that is the core.
They didn't get 4 gold on Pissman for the illusions, too. Extra 4 gold.
Oh, this is Onegu Lion too. We're
So
in for a treat.
a big thing is I think Snow's team definitely did some research as Asian Wolf in all 3 of the games did plant that sentry ward there. I believe it was every game of the series, so it was smart to kind of look back at the replays and like be able to gank her when you.
Was the first blood worth it? I mean, like, look at the regen trade and the bounty trade. It's really good for Doggo's team.
Yeah, I think he'll take the first blood on the Night Stalker though.
Yeah, it gives him levels and a little bit extra gold, which is what he needs in the beginning for sure.
If he can get early boots, they can just start running down a hero like Jakiro when the first night rolls around. Actually, I kind of want to see Turtle Gang go pull.
long time from now.
It is a long time, but he's a little boosted.
True.
But Maguire, it's really a question of can Chris stop Maguire from taking this tower really early on? I mean, you're playing against the Pugna, so there's probably not much you can do.
Right, especially when he goes level 1 decrep. You literally just have to time your last hits with Remnant, which makes it like even harder.
Yeah, and then top lane, again, Lion doesn't have the greatest trading potential. They really can't go for too many kills early on.
Interesting.
Piss finally did level Retaliate, so he does have those stacks building up.
Oh, top lane.
Canceling out a salve. Onegu's getting a bit low. I think it's going to be like 3 more hits, but Asian Wolf falling low as well. Onegu got put under. I don't think the Illusion's going to actually get the kill. That's two stacks. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. It's only level 1.
I think we lost the salve though. That's a lot of regen expended on the line.
Only
sure.
3 tangos.
It literally only healed for probably 1.2 seconds. I actually think the Oracle pick is actually so worth. Like, Snow is never bothered, actually. Like, he'll get slowed by the Jakiro, but then he gets insta-purged, and then everything is fine. So it's like, sure, it's a waste of mana for both supports, but like, Snow doesn't really take any damage at all.
Yeah.
Turtle
Also have a
King's quite
decent amount.
good. Quite a good player.
You have a decent amount of damage too on the Oracle, so
Mm-hmm.
not going for any pulls yet though. Actually, neither team started to start this. Oh, Agent Wolf did do one top. Pull the lane back, but they did end up getting the side pull as well, I believe. Or were they just farming that? Or gonna get a
Chris
double wave
CT
with
kind
this.
of low here. I don't think he'll fall, but he's... Oh yeah, salve.
Yeah, he ferried out one. Able to sustain a bit longer.
He's managed to get that bottle. If his team can secure the 4-minute rune, then that's a really good time to be strong.
You mean 5 minute? Or do you mean like 4
I think
minute
it was
power?
stacks.
Yeah, just the river rune.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
7 stacks. He's dead.
Oh,
Wow. That was a good
7
play from him.
stacks on Asian Wolf just ran him down, it looks like.
I just looked over. I was like, wait, why does he have 5 stacks on him? What's going on over here?
Yeah.
Quite the chase. Onegu. I mean, you aren't too angry. That's support for support. It's a couple awards right there.
Snow with another wasted cell.
Yep.
I think
getting that canceled.
definitely, yeah. Doggo teams definitely using their regen a lot more effectively. So maybe save the mid lane, but Maguire's out of mana, unfortunately.
Could potentially get the 4-minute rune though. He's sort of positioned for it, but they don't actually have vision on it. It's going to be that invis. And I think he's going to be the first to
Despite
get
the
there.
lack of vision, he will get the rune. What a player.
He might
He's
have
over
seen-
for Storm. Call it.
He's only level 3 on the Night Stalker though, so it's kind of the consequence of putting that in the dual lane, and Oracle not really moving out of the lane too much to give him solo XP. On top, Martin is level 4, going for the rocket, but I don't think they quite have enough damage to keep chasing out Piss. Does he really want to dive the tower for this one? 4 stacks is more than enough. It's level 2.
Yeah, I think a big thing, like, although you can say that, okay, I have, you know, a ton of charges on my magic stick, you can't, like, laning phase, you can't outlive 5 to 6 stacks. Like, you just can't let that Shadow Demon do it to you like that.
Rune
He
phase.
got it. He had to do it to him. They are going for the 5-minute runes. The trade is going to be their Gohan getting the bounty rune bottom, but Doggo falling a bit low. They don't have an extra stun though. Plus the healing, he's getting it from 2 different sources. One's on the enemy team. Top lane, Asian Wolf is on a killing spree.
Alright, Killer Karate, go into OBS, make a bounty rune counter, and put Doggo team 8, Snow team 0. It's 0 to 8 bounty runes.
That's way too much for me to do right now.
No bounty runes.
I'm very much a
That's
single
insane.
track mind.
You know, that's not a good time to have 0 bounty runes. I mean, think about how Doggo's team needs to do well in the early game, get some farm. 8 bounty runes is a lot of.
It's a lot of gold. I'm surprised Onegu wasn't able to pick up any top. It just got focused down. As
He was too early on
Martin
the stun
did
there.
focus.
If he stunned about half a second later, he would have the rune there.
And in terms of CS, I mean, Snow's team kind of getting dominated. Mid lane, it's Chris up 30 to 26. It's only 4, but then you also got to look at the bottom lane. Snow, it's about the same. Up 5 CS.
No way.
Oh,
Chris
the
CT
jump.
actually wasted his TP to bottom trying to get that, and he didn't get it. That's actually huge.
Without the
At that
arcane
point,
one,
it's
also
just
doesn't
a
get
shrine,
that
I
bottle
guess.
fill.
Yeah, Maguire used bottom shrine as well, but
I like this move from Asian Wolf though. She's smoking to go put some wards really aggressively. Especially getting one down in the triangle is huge.
yeah.
It's kind of where they expect Maguire to retreat back to if he ever does get pushed out of lane. But, I mean, the tower's still up. It's above half health, too. So, not doing a bad job, Chris.
It is kind of unfortunate though. Martin is at the bottom of CS for cores at least. He does have the most denies, which is I guess decent. So it's trying to deny Piss Salesman's farm, but he's got 9 more CS than the Gyro. So
Yeah.
the Centaur's looking pretty good right now.
What I think you got to be happy about on Martin is that you're level 6 compared to level 4 of Piss, so they can just go whenever they want. And I think that's what they're thinking right now. Does Asian Wolf really want to put Onegu under the rocket? Gonna keep flying. He's also using the ult on Gyro. Elsewhere, we lost Snow as well as the Jakiro, but 4 stacks on Onegu. I don't think it's gonna be enough. 5?
That'll be 5.
More than
Yep.
enough. 560.
Snow also died to Gohan.
Yeah, I didn't even see where he died. There's a bunch of items in the fountain for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. Or if that's Onegu's items. There's just a... Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know whose
I
items
agree.
these are.
Maybe.
It looks
there's
like
multiple
somebody
heroes?
bought too much, because I've had that happen like quite a bit. Fill up your stash and everything just goes on the ground. But yeah, it feels bad since our not being level 6 yet. Can't really chase out. And this is an early rotation from Maguire too, but Asian Wolf stepping a little bit too far forward is going to take a lot of damage. The stun there from Piss Salesman. Onegu is going to lead, but Piss Salesman taking so much damage. Do they have enough? The burst from Maguire is there. They could keep chasing too. Martin, nobody ran through him to actually get the slow, which I'm kind of surprised by. The rotation up from Chris Onegu, more than dead, trying to go on Piss Salesman, but I think he's a little bit too tanky. Though. He's out of mana, using the bottle charges now. Like 2 more hits. No, he needs to back. He knew it. Oh, but Maguire getting the kill on Martin. Rotated back around, and Chris got a mango for some mana. Piss Salesman is there for the stun, but the banishment, before he could get it off, Maguire is able to walk underneath the tier 1, and Piss Salesman trading his life away. Maguire has got 3 stacks. I think he needs to get 4 before he dies. But Asian Wolf gonna miss that last one. 70 health. Calculated. I think Snow rotated mid to take the tower, right?
You got it.
Yeah.
Or was that Maguire took it earlier?
I think he saw the Gyro and realized that he can contest them fairly well. So I think that's what he probably did.
Yeah, very big tower to get gone this early. Gohan is level 6 now with that duel. Still no initiation of any kind. So they're really relying on the disruption.
Turtle King?
Maguire, he's got so much damage. The duel coming out onto the... No! Oracle did get dueled, and he's gonna pay for it. Gohan going for it at the very end. He immediately gets the proc. Will get the win, but pays with his life.
Good news for Snow's team. They get 1 bounty rune.
It's a start. It's a start. The rocket going to fly at Maguire, but Maguire getting the double kill in the meantime and already just dominating this game. 4-0-2.
The Gyro died. He got the bounty rune. 11-1 Snow's team.
11-1. Well, bounty runes are more important than buildings. That's right. If we somehow tie this series, it's whoever got the most bounty runes. Oh.
Heyo.
This pause is actually pretty good for Snow's team, I think, right?
I
He's going
mean,
dual here.
bottom, they're not going to die. Okay, if Doggo didn't max stun. Okay, I like this build. He's fine.
Thing is, though, would Pissman have instantly known to Stampede stick after this? Or would he have, like, stick then Stampede? Because then I can make the optimal Stampede into stick play.
This is a level
afterwards.
2... It's a level 2 Ice Path. It could potentially... They just don't have the duel, though, and I don't think Storm can rotate down either.
It's only a second and a half. I don't think it'll buy enough time for Legion duel.
Yeah. He needs to max Ice Path. I've seen so many Jakiros in this league not max Ice Path. It's so good.
I feel like the way you should skill the Jakiro just changes every year. I've lived through like 6 different metas of how you skill Jakiro now. It just changes all the time. Every year it's like, oh, now it's Ice Path. Oh, now it's Liquid Fire. Oh, now it's Dual Breath. Oh, back to Ice Path again after 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know if Liquid Fire's ever been the max. Maybe once.
Yeah, just max Macropyre.
Just max Macropyre.
There
Yep.
was a point where people weren't even skilling Macropyre until like level 13.
Yep, I remember because people would go 404. Yeah, I remember that.
Isn't that how you play the mid Jakiro like way back when?
The Bird Jakiro. I think so.
Yeah. I'm honestly
there's-
surprised he used the Stampede too, but
I don't
we'll
think
get them
they
out.
knew of how close the cooldown was, or if it was on cooldown. For duel, at least. They just didn't want to get dueled.
That pause kind of hurts them though, right? Like he overthinks it. He thinks he needs to use duel. Or
I
use
think
the
Onegu's
Stampede to
dead again.
Onegu.
Yeah.
He's got the magic damage protection plus the Oracle, but that's a lot spent just to save his support, and I don't think it's going to be enough, but the rotation from Asian
There it
Wolf
is.
or Maguire rotating up, Onegu's even going to live. 2 heals.
Promise, dude.
False
Dude,
promise
that was-
turns Maguire the rotation.
I think both teams' 5s are actually gonna determine who wins this. Because honestly, like the Oracle and the Shadow Demon of both teams are doing so well right now.
It's going to be trading a bottom T1, so it is 1-to-1 in terms of towers. We'll see what kind of rotation they want to go for. That second night coming up in another 3 minutes. We'll see what kind of farm Snow can get before then. I don't think he's going to get the eggs.
Yeah, Maguire's gonna take top tower as well.
Top tower is under attack.
What is Pissman doing?
Dire's top tower is
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone knows. Interesting Ice Path.
What is Doggo doing?
He's making space. He's making him use mana. That's all you got to do. Yeah, but Gohan sees this. Is going for the duel. He's going to get the Hex over onto him. The rotation down from Onegu with a 2-man stun, but Snow is walking through a Macropyre, falling very low. The duel in the middle of it, but the Oracle save not quite enough as Doggo, I believe, going to finish that one off to get the duel win. The root not long enough on the Gohan to keep chasing this one. He has the stun on Onegu. They will get the trade kill onto Doggo. But I mean,
Yeah,
they got
Win for
another
Dire.
duel.
Huge win for Dire.
Snow really messed up with that one. He had 1 point in crippling fear but didn't use it, and that's what caused him to lose the duel. I think if he silenced there, he might have had a better chance.
Maguire getting gone on mid. The root, not enough. We'll be able to tank through most of it. The jump away from the storm.
gone.
He's ran out of mana though. He needs to get some back. Is able to go uphill. He's got another bottle charge.
Yeah, playing it really, really close there, Chrissy T. Storm Spear right now hasn't been a hero that's been quite visible on the map. He is halfway through his Kaya, which should be like pretty good timing, especially like for all the other stuff that he's gotten. You know, in Power Treads, Double Null, and Magic Wand, and and Bottle, excuse me, and still been able to keep up as far as CS. He's top of the CS chart, 90 to the next would be Gohan's Legion at 72. So he's hanging in there. He's getting a lot of CS out here, and should be the first one, I believe, to reach level 12 if Maguire does not.
And both teams actually have very defensive position right now. Essentially, just put it in the lanes where their tower is gone. I think.
Starting to enter a very interesting part of the Dota game is where these key agonyms start coming out soon. I mean, Night Stalker's working on his, Gyro's working on it. Obviously, Gyro is expected to get it first. These are very key timing windows. So don't want to see that. It's, very
They're about the same spot, right? Gyro's about 300 gold ahead.
We're gonna expect the Gyro to farm faster though.
That's probably true. Probably true. Unless Snow, like, you know, with this next night goes and gets a couple kills, which they could do if they contest the bounty runes here, but we'll see if they actually make the move to go for it.
Yeah, this Legion's already so tanky. Almost has pipe, 100 gold from that. And a lot of damage gets shut down by the Pugna, Oracle, and Lion. So it's a big thing. Oh, especially Night Stalker too. So it'll be a good item. If he can get it before the 15-minute mark and they want to fight for runes, that'll be a huge win for Doggo.
Gyro should
presiding over top rune. Gyro wants to go for it. Has a lot of damage for Turtle King, but obviously can just Fate's Edict and purge most of it. The haste rune coming from Chris. The pull is going to be there. He needs to get the ult off on himself, but the damage is just too much. And there's no turn. He didn't even get the bounty rune. Ran away a bit too soon.
Bounty rune counter 14-2.
Yeah.
Still getting dominated, but Maguire, very aggressive positioning here. Asian Wolf could go for the disruption if they want to fight it, but there's 4 heroes here.
Yeah, they scout that out with the Observer. That's really, really big.
They need to just run straight away. They're just forcing this onto Martin. They want to dive the T2, the TP up from Legion. The heal might be in time. It will. He's silenced, but the jump forward from Chris is going to be enough to kill Onegu. And they can't keep diving this one, but Snow way past the tier 1. They also get the duel on the Piss. They've gone too far. They tried forcing it and it just didn't work out. Snow has to get away from this one. I don't think they have another stun if he goes up here. No, the ice path in time. And the vortex as well on the storm.
This is another disaster. I mean, you fight at this key second night on Night Stalker. You want to get the advantage. You want to press your timing with this Pugna, and they fell flat absolutely in the fight. That's a disaster for Snows.
It really just comes down to the ward that was in the top lane there.
Yeah, that allowed Team Doggo to be able to TP to their top tier 2. And another thing too is Gohan did finish that pipe. Gyro, I believe, survived Finger, Pugna, ulti, and his whole combo with that pipe. I believe Legion was the first one to actually TP there. So Gohan was the first one to be on the scene to activate the pipe so Gyro would live. And I'm pretty sure Gyro went through 2 salves because Snow tried to kill him about 3 times.
I mean, press the attack from Gohan on time too.
There's some good stacks here at the Dire Tricamp. They failed the second, but it's still a pretty good double stack on both the Ancients and the... Actually, a triple stack on the Ancients and a double stack on the...
Yeah, Gyro will be happy, but I believe Christie might take them. But I think it'll boost Gyro's net worth a ton. I think that's probably maybe one of Doggo's strategies, right? To kind of sacrifice the safe lane a little bit, allow Chrissy T to control the game as well as Gohan, put him on a early to mid game hero to control the pace, and then just allow Martin to catch back up with these stacks.
Definitely controlling the pace of this game. They didn't lose the early game. I mean, Snow was not dominating. Maguire had a decent start, but it's kind of fizzled out. I think he still hasn't died once, but you know, not being able to take the fights with their Night Stalker.
Yeah, especially at nighttime.
They're not ready to take the fights, though. How do they initiate these fights until they have somebody go in? I mean, they've tried just running in with Snow and Bisman, but it hasn't worked. They have no blink on Centaur for another 1800 gold, and nowhere near like a blink Ags on Night Stalker. It's gonna be a while until they're actually able to do stuff.
Gohan's blink coming up very soon here. Should be able to farm one more jungle camp. I think he's got it, but he might just sell the stout shield. Yep. Does have the blink. Not enough for a TP.
Ags is up for the Gyro though, so he's going to be taking that. I think it's a triple.
It looks like a triple. There's 2 rocks as well as the most annoying creep in the game.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%.
No, quadruple, because there's 2 rocks, annoying creeps, and dragon. I didn't see the dragons; they were hidden.
That's huge. I'm trying to defend that triple camp. But...
Was that a illusion Asian Wolf just ulted?
Yeah. Demonic Purge is on CD, so I think they're going to try to push.
It's 60 seconds, not too big.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, that just gave Gyro 700 gold, so he's already 300 away from his Ogre Axe, which is huge.
essentially just tied with the rest of his team now too. All 3 cores from Doggo's team essentially tied McGuire, the only hero or the only person keeping up on Snow's team.
Hey, Mr. Gyro player, what's your thoughts on Gyro going for the more conservative BKB build rather than the more aggressive UAM based build?
So I actually, in my builds, I prefer going Maelstrom first and then BKB and Aghanims, because I feel like Maelstrom does a little more than Ags at the beginning, just because Aghanim, like, if you get Ags first, I feel like you lack a little bit of damage. With this Team Doggo, I feel like he can afford to go Ags and then BKB, just because he has plenty of time to catch back up. His team's going to make a bunch of space for him. They're just going to be constantly fighting 4v5s the whole time. Even if he gets caught out, he has his team. He has Asian Wolf's Shadow Demon's Disruption. They have the Legion Purge. They have Legion Pipe. And then they have Storm to just run in and help him. Jakiro Ice Path. So they have a lot of like save for the Gyro. And
No way. Oh,
allowing,
never mind.
yeah, allowing Martin to be able to just like farm as much as he'd like. So.
Actually, a pretty important kill miss there. Gohan's Blink was on cooldown at the Bounty Room fight, and as a result, Turtle King was able to get
Saw him pick
had
up
the Blink been off CD, that'd be a killer right there. Dual win with the Storm nearby.
I think they really got to be pushing some more towers here, though. Another 4 minutes till night, but I mean, if you're McGuire, you essentially haven't done anything since the 12-minute mark.
Hey, he's just been farming. I mean, yeah.
Maybe he waits for the Dagon, and at that point they go.
It feels like Gyro's gonna have a BKB.
Yeah, Dagon's not gonna help you. I think you just need to secure towers as fast as you can to prevent them from farming. Because obviously, like if you look at their lineup, right, I don't think Snow's team has late game. Like their late game is McGuire's Pugna, and that's like really scary. Into a Legion with permanent dual damage, a Storm Spirit who's able to jump in, silence. Maybe with like a Bloodthorn later on in the game. You have Gyro's BKB, you have Shadow Demon possibly getting an Ags late game with 3 Purge charges. Like it's just huge. Like there's no way you stop their team late game, and yet you have a farming Pugna that's jungling instead of trying to push towers with this team.
Very much so. They started with like this we're gonna run at you lineup, and they've devolved into, well, it's farming time.
Yeah, I think the big thing for them was that they just got really discouraged as soon as it became nighttime and they tried to attack that tier 2 top lane. I think they just got really discouraged, and maybe they said, well, I think it's time for us to farm up, and then once we get our items we can try again. But I really think it might be a little too late for their team at this point. I mean, obviously next fight we'll see if it panned out for them, but right now I think Dyer's trying to trigger for the Rune Lord.
Snow's got eggs now. Maybe you just wait until that next nighttime and you just go for a fight, and if they win it, yeah, they still have a chance, but definitely if they lose it, it's going to be rough. And Gohan is just diving super far. The jump in, it's straight onto McGuire. They get the duel onto the Oracle, but the Fate's Edict in time on Gohan. There's no damage for the duel. Completely wasted Gohan, and Storm is already dead. Chris just getting demolished in the middle of this. The Oracle going out onto McGuire. They're just getting terminated in this fight. Gohan has to back out, getting hexed up by an Egu. The stun is there. Another kill for Fist Salesman. And Doggo has to run away from Snow, but I don't think he can run fast enough. His little wings not taking him far.
Yes.
Snow's a little bit bigger. Asian Wolf with the TP over, but now Snow in a really bad position, walking in the stunned Asian Wolf, just TP'd to her death. Gyrocopter might have as well. The Yule's up on McGuire, but I don't think they can keep going. Gyro able to just walk away using the ward is McGuire.
I just want to point out that amazing Fortune's End there from Turtle King. He wasn't in range to actually cast it on the hero they were going on, which was the Shadow Demon, but he was able to cast it onto Snow. Not only was he able to catch the Shadow Demon by doing that, it purged off the Shadow Poison.
Yeah, so a big thing. Yeah, a big thing why that team fight worked so well for Team Snow was they did have vision. If you look by the bottom bounty rune on the Radiant side, it was actually huge because they saw the Legion was by herself and she was way ahead of any of her teammates. So Turtle King actually got the his W. I forget what it is, but it's a disarm, and the Legion blinked and dueled him, but the Shadow Demon got that disarm off. So the Legion was just sitting there with pipe activated, not being able to do any damage, not being able to lock down the Shadow Demon because, again, she was the only one there at the time. Storm Spirit tried zipping in, but Snow waited by the Shrine. The Shrine was active, so it was another bad team fight spot. And they were able to silence the Storm Spirit. It was just like we were saying pre-draft. As soon as that Storm Spirit becomes silenced, he can't do anything. Like, he has to get a BKB first, but he needs like 2 to 3 major items in order to do that. So Storm Spirit got locked down, wasn't able to zip through the fights. Snow got off a really, really good silence and was able to, like, their team just basically picked them apart. It was nighttime, so it was just a big thing. It's just a big win for the Night Stalker in general. The Ags was revealed in that team fight as well. So again, it was just a bunch of series of major wins for them.
I'm happy that happened. It made this game a lot more interesting.
Definitely a lot closer. Also choosing to fight next to a shrine too. I mean, both teams have made a fight happen now where I think they've just gone too far. They didn't find the jump, but then they kept trying to push it.
I keep seeing the alt ping of the tips in game, and I realized us collectively as casters and them collectively as casters are all useless. This pinging, very basic build thing. Like, try setting ward near the next objective your team wishes to attack. Come on. Come on.
That's very good advice. We can't just cast based on tips.
It is not all chat, so it is allowed technically.
It
through the
is,
CDL
but
rules.
come on, brother. You're better than that.
That's a really long tip. I don't even know why it's in this game. Does anybody even have armlet?
No, not this game.
You know what we need for CDL? We need prop bets. Like, make a bet on over/under on number of aghanims will be in a certain. This game, the line would have probably been 3.5.
That'd be pretty interesting.
You see, if I went into the game saying number of aghanims 3.5, would you take the over or the under?
Well, do we have to bet before the draft or
maybe after
like
the
similar?
draft?
Yeah, or like similar to like the TI compendium bets, right? Like how it's like you have until the 0-second mark, like until the
Does Roche count?
I would say so.
Yeah, let's say it doesn't happen now.
I feel like Roche can't count because you aren't like buying it. Then you're just.
I think I would say over 3.5. I think I would say over.
Who else buys it here?
So
Gyro's
I would
obvious.
say Gyro and Pugna, I believe, are obvious, as well as Night Stalker. So that's already 3, right? Then if this game goes late enough, you have Shadow Demon, you have Lion, maybe.
I don't think Pugna's that.
This is a Maguire Pugna. I don't think he builds it though.
Right? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, maybe
also depends how late the game's going to go. I mean, say you went into this draft thinking Snow's team's going to crush, they're going to dominate, they're going to win the lanes. Then like, you take the under because there's no way more than just a Night Stalker and the Gyro will get it done. This is fun. Betting is fun.
Yeah,
go do sports betting.
Put some real money on it, Badger.
You blew it.
I'm sure that will get the feds on my ass if I just do like a.
Little do we know, Badger actually has like hundreds of dollars writing on this finals. It's the only reason why he decided to show up and cast.
This is true.
Hey man, I had to come out of retirement for CDL finals. I'm basically the luminous inverse of CDL now.
There you go.
You're the Merlini of CDL.
I miss Merlini. I enjoyed Merlini.
Oh, I think we're good.
I did too.
Snow is all chatting. Okay, we're still waiting.
It's just
No caster all chat. Oh, Johan's casting. Interesting.
Any thoughts on the NBA season so far?
Oh god, dude.
I got my money on Sixers. I'm assuming you don't want to talk about the NFL just because of Myles Garrett.
They played really well today, though. Like the Browns kicked ass.
Yes.
1 game under 5. We're making progress, okay?
This is true. Yeah, my Philly Birds. We did not do well today. Had a lot of opportunities to win, but we didn't.
Okay, the Cowboys lost 2. Your entire division's terrible. All's well.
Yes, down with the Cowboys.
That was a sloppy game, though. That was a super rainy game in Foxborough. It was terrible conditions.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I did know that after the team fight, the net worth of Team Doggo actually dropped 3K. So it actually went from a 8K to a 5K lead, which was pretty needed gold
Oh
for some
God,
of
what button is that? Is it F6?
the heroes.
Yeah, I found it. F6. It's F6 on my default setup.
Right. It's F5 for me. Nope.
So you know it's been a while.
Okay,
Is there
okay. So
Warcraft?
F6 is net worth, F7 is XP.
Oh, yeah, I rebounded. And Vision is F2 and F3 and F1.
Ooh, I like
It's
that.
very useful.
For sure. You can tell I don't necessarily like that. Ooh, that's
Jump
really
from
greedy of
Chris.
Chrissy T.
Very aggressive.
He really
Out
does
of
not
the
like Centaur.
pause. I mean, he's
Yikes.
just tired. He wants to play Dota.
I guess so, yeah.
Didn't end up finding Piss Salesman. I mean, he's got the Bloodstone though, so it's not like he is looking. What?
I have never seen that before.
What was
All
that?
the stats pop up, my brother.
How did you do that?
I could say it's a secret, but press F10.
What? What?
It's classic.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're blowing my mind right now.
And back in the day, I had some fun with that stuff. Those are good times.
I did not know you could do that, but
Wait,
good
F10
to know.
is only win probability for me, though.
Oh, it's. Oh, you can select images and stuff. Okay. Anyways, but still
I'll have to
back
mess
to
with
farming. Chris doing just fine. Yeah, that's too much to mess around with. Okay, there's a creep. They still haven't
many-
taken that bottom tower, which I'm a little surprised by. It's 412 health.
It is now... It should be 2 for 2, I believe, 4 bounty runes. Or 3?
Oh, the jump on the Turtle King. This time, he finds him. Chris, easy kill. Turtle King can't get the ult off.
That was really close.
It's not a follow-up either, so I think he was dead anyways.
Yeah, so you were right. Looks like Snow is queuing up for that Blink Dagger. Maguire able to get the bottle charges of the runes. So for the first time this game in 25 minutes, Snow's team got the advantage of runes.
Is it 3-1? 3-1.
I believe so, yeah.
Or is it
Dagon
4?
level
No,
1 is
3-1.
also... It was 3-1, yeah, because Asian Wolf picked up a bounty rune. So in
It's a
actuality,
Midas badge.
a lot of Snow's team has very good initiation. You have the Blink Dagger on the line, you have the Blink Dagger on Centaur, you have Blink Dagger right now on Night Stalker. So Snow's team is very, very mobile, including the Centaur ulti. So this could be very, very scary to fight into. As well as it's nighttime, as well as Storm Spirit has no defensive item except for, well, he's farming BKB right now.
I'm actually surprised Martin is playing this aggressive right now. Very far up. The blink in from Onegu. How does he already have that? The blink in
Ooh, the
from the
silence.
Legion, but the silence from Snow. He's right on top of his own support. The jump in, but the stun from Piss Salesman onto Chris. He can't get the pull off. They might have to back from this one, but Chris once more. He wants to keep going. Fate's Edict on himself. Turtle King. Chris is falling low. There's the duel. Is it more than enough? One more hit. The decrep was there, but not able to use it. The stun as well on the front side. Jakiro has to run to the high ground. Onegu's just sitting in this ult. They kill off the gyro, but they've lost two. They've lost the Centaur. They've lost the Oracle. And now Snow a little bit caught out between the supports. The jump in from Chris, but he runs out of mana. Gohan is waiting high ground for Snow, and we get a pause.
Yeah, I did kind of think something was wrong with Snow because he, like, with his Night Stalker ulti, he was around... Yeah, I can't ping it. Or can I? Oops. Okay, so he was around there just by the steps of the top river on the Radiant side. And he was trying to silence his the two supports on Doggo team, but he actually went straight into the river, turned around, and then hit silence.
Help that. But hopefully, well, Nego DC too. But I'm surprised he has Blink already. They trade a 3 and a 4 for a gyro, which it's okay. But Maguire is on top solely on net worth now.
Yeah, I mean, he was farming for a while for sure.
I was waiting for the decrep to come out onto Turtle King there to save him from the dual win, but
Yeah, it
Must
was
have
on
been a
cooldown. It was like about 0.7 seconds until it was ready, but he had just died, so.
I'm having immense fun with this right now. I hope you guys know that.
Yeah, you can be our graphic arts guy
yeah,
during the games. Just make sure to type
it's a
it up.
very important job.
Mhm.
Although, do you
Stats.
have actual stats?
I
you
can
have
tell
the
you the
bounty
stats
runs.
if you want. Let's see. It was mainly for draft, but I can check right now while we have some downtime.
All right, run some simulations. What is the win percentage right now? We need Dota Plus.
The win percentage is just under 75% for the Dire.
Oh,
So
that's right. You
Doggo's-
can pull that graph up.
That's what my F10 is.
Ah.
So because I don't have any images or things pop up.
Two
Wow.
out of stats.
I'll take
Come on.
those odds. I will take those odds. Weirdly broken out. But we're gonna get back into it. There is no duel the blink away from Gohan. Able to just get out of there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And well, the fight recap. I mean, the gold advantage goes the way of Snow's team. Just because they got that big kill onto the gyro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still nighttime too for Snow if he really wants to keep being aggressive here. Does have that blink now. He's going for a BKB afterwards. See if it's something he waits to farm for. Is spending it right now. Just farming up on some creeps. See if Onegu spots this ward. This, again, aggressive wards from Asian Wolf kind of making the difference right now. Because, I mean, they've taken 2 fights on this high ground here. And both times they've had a ward here.
What have I done?
Daywalker, Night Stalker.
The
That
BKB is going to be very, very strong in that hero, though. I guarantee you that much.
Yeah. So I know you said that Team Snow would have the Vision game, but I do not think they were prepared for Asian Wolf's extremely aggressive warding.
They're prepared before the horn, but after the horn, I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Then they got distracted.
The horn?
For the 0-second mark.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of BKBs, Legion's about to buy one as well. We're seeing all these BKBs.
It's a pretty big pickup.
Obviously, Gyros is done. Storms is almost done. Legions is almost done.
I feel
Stoves
like
is on the way.
Legions isn't that big of a deal, though, because you have the Oracle. I mean, if you're not dueling the Oracle, it's an easy save for whoever the target is.
What is Pug gonna do though? If all 3/4 of their BKB, just sit back for like 8 seconds and do nothing.
Quite literally. I mean, I think that's probably why he has his Yule Scepter. If he gets jumped or something, he can just lay the Nether Ward down and then Yules himself. But I think it's still like really rough because I don't think they have any spell piercing abilities.
Does
Or,
he finish?
yeah.
Does he finish Deso the entire way before he gets another item? Like, he could potentially use a BKB himself.
You mean Dagon? I was gonna say what the hell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did I say
Dagon
Deso?
5.
Well,
You said
they were
Deso. I
both.
was so confused.
I was like, no way Martin's building Deso right now.
I was like, wait a minute, who's buying Deso? What's going on here?
Wrong
What's
item.
on?
They're both D items.
So they
That's
do
understandable, though.
spot out Asian Wolf sitting there, and they did see the
This will do nice.
good
Oh.
stun. They catch her.
Able to get Asian Wolf. Oh, the disruption though.
Ooh,
Still go.
this is really rough.
Yeah,
They're by the
the
shrine.
stun there from Jakiro, but not enough.
They still have the Stampede in case.
Chris
they go
wasn't there
bad.
for the jump. Yeah. I don't
No.
think they saw where Snow was either.
Yeah, good decision by Piss Salesman to hit it and quit it.
Wow.
My fault.
BKBs, they are online.
Yeah, but Martin going for some more farming items with the Maelstrom. Satanic coming up next. Oh, the jump in onto McGuire. The pull is so long. The ult from the Centaur dodging the ult from the Centaur. But Snow jumping in has to get the ult popped by the Oracle, and that's a very dead Night Stalker. Only gonna miss the dual win, I think, but very dead on the Night Stalker. Not a single heal coming out, I think, in the stun on the Piss Salesman, and it's a complete disaster. What a jump from Chris, just finding the openings.
So I think the big thing Badger's alluding to is the reason why Snow's team we projected to win was that Dire wouldn't be able to farm their items. Well, the reason why they lost their fight is because Dire farmed their items.
I love how these things work out. I'm like, oh, no BKBs, suddenly BKBs.
Yeah.
Onego gonna fall as well, and it's looking like it's gonna be a hard hole to climb out of. It's a 10k gold lead, but mostly you've lost your racks in the mid lane.
Yeah.
In a pragmatic sense, if you're Snow Stick, if I were Snow right now, this is what I would do last season when morale is getting low from games like this. I would say, let's smoke up one more time, run it down, Hail Mary. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, just GG out. Because at this point, this lineup doesn't scale better. This lineup is down. You're not going to win this lineup unless you win a team fight just right up now. The longer this game goes, the worse it's going to get. So just run it down with smoke, hope it works. If it doesn't, GG out.
Yep. I think it's better for the morale of the team as well. If you're able to just do one less hurrah. Yeah, Doggo and Asian Wolf's vision game is just phenomenal. This series alone. I mean, this is only game 1, but Asian Wolf has already like been able to win them team fights like constantly just with the aggressive warding.
It's able to get one of the wards, but yeah, definitely looking for a smoke. They might be waiting for the next nighttime though. It's a little too long to wait, I think.
Dark Ascension's off cooldown in 7 seconds for me. That's what they're waiting for.
Potentially. This is an early roach from Martin, but he doesn't quite have the damage or the health to do it yet.
Yeah, Dire did not see that smoke from Radiant. All 5 are smoked here. They know, though. They're aware. They did not see the smoke.
They could read it. Chris is getting back. The pings are coming out on the high ground.
What a good read.
It's from Turtle King, but they're right. High ground McGuire is going to be the one to break it. I think he won it on Snow. The cancel from Asian Wolf. The blink wasn't there for Snow. He needs to walk around to get on the back lines, and Snow has no BKB. He can't be here. He just gets exploded with the duel. Snow is down. It's still nighttime, but they've lost the advantage. McGuire needs to get the ult from Oracle to stay alive for now, but Chris still jumping forward. He doesn't have the pull or a stun. Nobody has a stun. Doggo just wasn't there. They only get 2 kills coming out of that, but it was a fight that Snow wanted to take.
That's my thoughts on this entire series right there. It's my entire thoughts.
I mean, honestly, it was a really rough hill to climb anyway. Again, they overextended into their shrine, which was available to them. It was just really, really rough for them. Free Aegis as well. Just kind of hard to fight into that team, for sure. I just think Legion's just such a strong hero. Like, Legion just never dies.
It's very, I mean, it's everything you need. Tanky hero, crowd control, goes through BKB, good in lane even. I guess even got some AoE wave clear. It does got a hard dispel and a purge that heals. Wow.
Yeah, it's 18 charges now on Storm Spirit, Bloodstone.
That's even with Storm immediately dying the moment he bought Bloodstorm too. He still has 18 feathers.
Yeah, and it's been a pretty slow game for Chris so far, other than a couple jumps, but I mean, the ones he's found, it's done really well.
I found the button.
He's doing his job, bro. It doesn't matter if he's not having like a flashy Storm game. What he's doing is he's having a good economic game. He's contributing to the team fights when necessary, and he's ultimately like a fallback plan. Like, things go badly, you have the Storm Gyro, things like that. Another thing you gain by being way too over-aggressive on Storm is you lose it. So he understands not only the limits of his hero, but the limits of his hero to the confines of this particular permutation of Dota 2.
Yep.
It's going to be the last tier 2 falling for Snow's team. And we are assuming they will go for the high ground push. In a little bit, the best Aegis carrier in the entire game. Got it on Chris.
Looks like McGuire is saving for buyback instead of trying to go greedy for that Dagon.
And this is a power play as a support on a winning team too. You buy a gem and you're just like, well, you're not getting any vision the rest of this game, especially on Shatter Demon.
I shouldn't be taunting South Demon right now. Oh,
Well,
well,
They can't see it. Stun from Piss onto 2, plus Onegu
Gotta
to
pop the
follow
fight.
up, but the BKBs, it doesn't even matter. Martin is just sitting on the front lines, and he can stay there as long as he wants. The jump in from Chris, he's got the Aegis. He can go as far as he wants as well. The duel on the back lines on the Turtle King, and there's no save.
fine there if you go on. It's the Orc, that is the safe bet.
Barracks falling, the blinking from Snow BKB. It's an effort. We didn't get
Here
the
we
stun
go.
from Winega, though. There was no turn. Asian Wolf falling is just fine. Chris falling a bit low, but he still got the Aegis. Disruption there onto Chris to stop the push from Snow, and I think they're really just throwing stones at the wall now. There's nothing left for them to do. They might get the kill onto Takiro. They do get it. Snow with the nice one there, but the jump back in from Chris. He's got the BKB once again. The Aegis still up. McGuire trying to heal him, but it's not enough. Chris not even gonna die for this one. Able to just walk it off. Piss Salesman is gonna fall close to the fountain, and I think you just gotta call it double kill for Martin. Just running away with this game.
You had Finger, you had Pugna's Life Drain, and Dagon with Chrissy at about like 200 to 400 HP, and they never used it on Chrissy.
And there's the late GG.
Yeah.
It's the middle. They probably discussed him like, can we win this?
Yeah. They probably just did a Badger and said, you know, we'll do this one last time.
And they went a little bit long. Actually, I probably would help my team that long. It would help the hostage in this game. How much longer? Can't really blame himself for that.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was just, I think, a combination of missed areas of team fights. I think they took team fights in wrong places. And I think they just needed to push together as a team. I think they needed to group faster. Like as soon as McGuire was able to take like that mid tier 1, he took top tier 1. They didn't take bottom tier 1 for a very, very long time. I think they were just trying to get McGuire to farm up a little while, and I just don't think it worked out for their team because it's not a team comp where you can allow Pugna to sit back and farm a bunch. Like you need to be going around getting kills. You have a Night Stalker, you have a Centaur. You know, like we said, this team was very, very mobile. They had their blink daggers before Team Doggos, and it was just really, really unfortunate because the way things unfolded, it just did not look good for Team Snow.
Yeah, and now Doggo only 3 wins away because this is a BO7. At least if
Wait,
it was
what?
a legit
What?
finals.
You scared me for a moment there. I was like, do we make the finals BO7? We didn't do that. You genuinely scared me on that one.
You're so disconnected from your own league, Badger.
People, they just kind of do stuff sometimes, you know? They don't really tell me. They just do stuff.
But nonetheless, 1 win away. Doggo's team. I think one person might have picked them to win, and that was Doggo. So Doggo could potentially win the bracket challenge.
Who
By
won
picking
Flip
some.
Game 1? I don't remember who won Flip Game 1.
I'm not sure.
They'll probably remember. I was not paying attention.
Same here.
I was neither.
All right, let's see if the patch is out yet.
Tuesday,
Just in the
didn't they say?
middle of this series. Yeah, it's probably Tuesday.
I wish.
Potentially Tuesday.
Demo Hero level 25 Night Stalker right now, which is weird. I don't really know what that
I
means.
think Snow's screwing around with his keybinds because he had some issues.
I was playing.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. It's a weird bug to have. But anyways, I forgot to count how many eggs we had in that game. So somebody else needs to fact check that and see if Badger was actually correct on the over.
Oh, how many eggs?
We did not get 3.5. We had under.
Let's see. We have
Did we get
1,
3? I picked under, so.
Or you 2. Game didn't go long
2.
enough.
Yeah, there's only 2 aghanims. So yeah, under did win.
Nice.
I'll set some lines after the draft next game. We'll see what happens.
Yep. So I think. All right. So my draft predictions, right? So I believe. Let me double check because I want to be right about this. But right here, game 1. Okay, so first bans were Coddle, Abby, and Chen for Team Snow. And the bans from Doggo were Silencer, SK, Kunka. So I actually think Kunka's going to be swapped out for, I believe, Shadow Demon. I think that's probably what they're going to go for. Is the Silencer SK. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Kunka ban is for Snow. My fault. I think they're probably going to trade out Abaddon for Shadow Demon. I think they should prioritize banning Shadow Demon because I believe Asian Wolf's win rate on a non-Shadow Demon hero is significantly lower.
I think, was it Doggo or Snow that first banned the, in the first phase banned the Silencer?
That was Doggo. Yeah, Doggo banned the Silencer. I don't think Doggo really has to change their bans much, if I'm honest. I think their bans are A-okay. But I feel like Snow's probably going to try to ban the SD. Because the Shadow Demon was so much of a pain in top lane's behinds as the Lion died a bunch of times to the stacks. Asian Wolf just got free kills just due to lack of positioning on the Lion.
Yeah, it could just come down to the vision game too, and they definitely even into a Night Stalker though they ended up losing it to Asian Wolf.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Maybe they can substitute the Lion for a Zeus or something like that can help them D-ward, because Zeus 4 is very, very strong right now.
See what they want to end up going for.
They still haven't said anything yet.
Oh.
No.
I probably have to copy paste it.
Just spam it. Admin spam.
I'll be right back.
That's not how it works.
Pissman said some really interesting things in the
Dude,
lobby today.
I remember years ago, that's how it used to be when you played Halo on Xbox Live. Whoever was the lobby host had like the highest or the lowest latency. Just dominate.
Those are good times. 2007 was a great time to play video games.
Specifically 2007. I feel like
It was a good year.
it was like that decade in general, and then up through to like 2015. Then everything sucked from then on.
There's some good stuff nowadays. It's just there's been a number of AAA flops and a number of industry directional things that have made it a little more difficult, obviously. There's still good games, obviously. I mean, Dota 2 is a good game, even though many
Dota 2 is
Dota
a
players say otherwise.
horrible game right now. We need the patch badly.
I think we're too patch addicted at this point. I mean, we need to have a game that doesn't rely on being patched to enjoy it. You know?
That's hard to do. There's not a single game. It's probably Donkey Kong, actually.
Look at CS:GO, right? CS:GO, the patches are usually less substantive. Obviously, the SG and the AUG changes are pretty significant, but in general, CS:GO's been the same thing for the last like 6. The general core game has been the same. Yeah, obviously, a couple times they changed things, but
It's kind of what you have to do, right? Because like in physical sports, you can change strategies really easily because there's limitless opportunities. While in a video game, there's only so many things you can do, so you need patches to spice things up. You can't run the Statue of Liberty in Dota.
let's see here. CDL Season 3, Best of 3, Radiant, 1 game up, starting Team Radiant. That seems about correct.
About.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hopefully things are figured out.
Radiant team back.
But is Doggo's team up 1 game? Does need 1 more to bring home the finals. Unseat Badger as reigning champion, which has already been done, I guess. But
yeah, no matter what happens, I'm unseated as reigning champion. Snow team.
But it's only gonna happen sooner, so.
I'm enjoying this as long as it lasts. Not too much longer, obviously.
Yes, me too. I'm very excited for this wonderful game of Dota 2.
We are mostly getting the same bands so far, I think, other than the Legion band.
There
was
is the
switched
Legion
up.
Commander. I like that ban over the Shadow Demon. We'll see if they want to ban Coddle here again. Doggo does have first pick this round, so if Snow does not ban it, they'll pick up SD again, like 99% sure.
I mean,
unless they want the Chikiro.
I think the Coddle is annoying enough that you just go ahead and ban it. Like, it's just straight broken in team fights, so.
Yeah. Interesting. So
Abaddon.
they go ahead and ban the Abaddon.
Switching it up.
Yeah, because game 1 Snow was the one to ban Chen, Abaddon, and Coddle. I mean, it does make sense, right? Legion and Abaddon, both really, really good purges. Very strong offlaners as well. Good lane bullies. See, SK does come out here.
The SK, yeah. So left out there is the Coddle. I'd say it's good enough for our first pick. But Shadow Demon, instantly. Yep. I mean, you might as well play what you've been winning with. What is that now? They've won 5 games with it or something ridiculous like that.
For the Shadow Demon, they are 5 for 6. So,
yeah, just crazy.
That is very bold of Snow. I like that.
We were talking about like the Shadow Demon's carry hero.
Is it bold though?
I mean, I would say it's bold. Shadow Demon
can't. First phase.
Yeah, Shadow Demon can't phase himself when he gets crit once by Phantom Assassin. So
I feel like it's kind of cheesy.
Cheese wins games nowadays, man.
The problem with it is it's like, okay, now Magnus has to sit next to the PA like every 20 seconds, so he's got to run over. There's too many issues pulling it off, and I'm just not a big fan of Magnus right now. He doesn't really get much done in the lane. It's got to be a 3.
Could be mid, but I don't know if they want to put Maguire on that.
They could. He does play some pretty out there heroes.
My vote is they'll probably play Jakiro again.
Radiant team back.
Boom, baby.
Wow.
I love
Hey, you
doing
should be a
analysis.
captain in this league.
Sounds good. Interesting Viper ban. I
Are
guess
you
just for
are
the
you
PA.
captaining again, big fella, next season?
No.
Oh.
Please read my blog. I specifically mentioned to Badger that I will not captain again.
Yeah. That's
At
the
least
thing
for
with
next season.
captains in CDL. Everybody quits after one season.
Well, I didn't want to in the first place, but Badger approached me and I felt bad.
That's how he got me too. What the hell?
Yeah.
Badger
Something's
just
going on
like
here.
guilts everybody into captaining.
Listen, that's not my problem anymore. That's Alex's problem.
So you do admit that you are stepping down and away from the league.
I'm still here.
You're going pro in.
They make me still do stuff. It's okay.
You're going pro in Crash Bandicoot. I see. Creating the Reddit Crash Bandicoot League, RCBL.
Jesus.
Interesting.
I see
I
potential.
love Crash Bandicoot. I love
I see
Crash
potential.
Bandicoot. Game's so good.
Lots of reserves time actually used in just this.
This is I mean, it was the same thing last game too, though, right? Like Snow hardly used any.
So we're just trying to ban all the purges we can. Ban everything. I'm surprised they would want to ban
I feel
it.
like they could definitely pick up an Oracle though.
Yeah.
And maybe run the Jakiro as a 3. Like you need some sort of purge here.
I feel like maybe Oracle just enabled the PA to do everything, and it's also like really good in lane because like Jakiro does nothing against the Oracle, so I guess it's pretty good. The ban for laning, so it makes Jakiro stronger for sure in the lane.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I have a feeling Snow's team's gonna pick up Ogre. Oh, let's go!
Wow.
Just because, according to my calculations, okay, they have banned it 5 times against them. So somebody on that team must be a good Ogre. That
That's
is actually
impressive.
their most banned hero.
I mean,
of the
can you
season.
really be good at Ogre? You're just good at Dota in general, right? You have 3 buttons, 2 buttons to
That's
hit,
true.
really.
Yeah, used to be Wraith King, now it's not. Now it's Ogre.
Just click on heroes. Yeah, but the Invoker is interesting. Obviously, it's going to be a Coral because they already have the Jakiro out there. So we aren't going to see a 4 Invoker.
10 seconds
You're
remaining.
not thinking large enough. It could be a Jakiro 3 and Invoker 4. That's actually a pretty sick lane combo.
Jakiro 3 used to be legit
Is it
years
not
ago,
still?
but it's been years. It's been years.
You gotta think outside the box.
So yeah, with the Invoker's Cold Snap, it will be affected by Jakiro's whatchamacallit? Fire or Dual Breath, right? My fault. It is affected by Dual Breath. It is affected by everything else that Jakiro does. So Invoker Jakiro would be a very strong combo. They could even pull off a 3 Invoker, honestly, and just give Invoker the farm with Jakiro just sitting back with Doggo's a decent Jakiro, so I'm sure they wouldn't mind doing that. It'd be a weird combination, but I think I like that in a sense with Invoker as 3. Just being the one to take the farm. Still the same priority as a 4 Invoker. Just with more farm. Excuse me.
Are gonna get the line for Onegu again, so some more repeat. You might as well go with comfort for your support heroes, though.
Yeah, absolutely. My first ever competitive Dota tournament. The only hero I ever got was Shadow Shaman for the entire season and playoffs, and we wound up going to the finals with just Shadow Shaman.
Wow, that must have been very fun.
I love that hero, so that's all right.
Okay.
I was a-okay with playing
Dude,
that. every year.
I feel like I would get bored playing the hero.
Drow Ranger.
Ooh, another top pick from the stats. Doggo's team, Martin's Drow, banned 6 times, tied for first with their Void. So interesting pickup. Both teams allowing both teams to pick up their most banned hero of the season.
Yeah, this is 2 seasons in a row that Drow Shadow Demon's gonna win CDO. It's like assuming Doggo wins.
So is this a BO3 or an actual BO5?
Is a BO3.
It's
Oh, okay.
BO7.
Right, my fault.
BO11.
BO11. Ladies and
You gotta
gentlemen,
do
welcome to the
chess style.
Yeah, welcome
Best
to
of
the
12.
No. We got to do the marathon, best of 27.
The 24 hours of Dota. Whoever wins
Just
the
look
most
at
matches
this.
after 24 hours.
Come on now. You have to do a chess style. Best of 12. After 12 games, if it's tied 6-6, go to 4 turbo games. If the 4 turbo games don't get any result, do some 1v1s as an Armageddon. That would take, what, like 16 hours?
Oh yeah.
It's basically the World Chess Championship. It's 12 games,
Actually,
and 4
it
quick
could
games,
be
and 4 turbo
the-
games,
It could be the
Oh.
Dota triathlon.
and then Armageddon.
Yeah.
I love the name
It'd
Armageddon.
literally be triathlon. It could be a best of 3 actual series, a best of 5 turbo, and then 5 1v1s, and then you can tally up the points.
Maybe if it was like 3 turbos and 1 normal game, that's still be a lot of
Still pretty
time.
time consuming, yeah. At least there would be no complaints about Courier.
Oh, the Pugna
Interesting.
ban.
Pugna. Probably just
Hell
for
yeah.
Drow maybe, but I feel like they have enough to deal with the
Oh,
Pugna
is this a
scheme.
5 ranged hero lineup right now?
It's a respect ban, really.
I think they're going for the 5 ranged hero lineup
They,
right now.
they need
They-
tank. They need tank.
Yeah, they do.
They
They,
could-
need frontline
I mean,
for sure.
They could run at Snow's team because they know that Mag PA is definitely late game. They could actually just pick a Skyrath for Chrissy T.
I feel like
They're,
that's
real
way
good.
too
You can go
squishy though.
Mirana offlane as well. That'd be way too squishy.
Yeah.
You probably, I think you just pick like a bristle or.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
that's
What are
bold.
they doing?
All right, so here's why I guarantee.
That's
you
risky
Doggo's-
as fuck. I think.
Well, here's the
You're
thing though.
three?
I feel like Doggo's team is gonna win because even with Maguire on that Pugna versus a Storm Spirit, one of the worst laners in the game, Storm Spirit was still able to be top CS by the end of 10 minutes and keep his tower. So I think if he can apply the same concept to Shadow Fiend, I feel like this game should be over in 25 minutes with.
I
Radiant lane.
mean, Storm Spirit and Shadow Fiend are two pretty different heroes. Like Chris is able, like you said, control the pace of the game with the Storm Spirit, but you can't be that aggressive with the Shadow Fiend, especially when they have 2 heroes that could just explode you in Lion and PA.
This is true. Or this could be that support Shadow Fiend I have heard so much about, and it's a mid hero. You literally just max raises, bring 3 mangoes, and you outrange or you out harass any other support.
Make the regen last longer. That could work. But I mean, what's Maguire's hero here? What's just dumpsters a Shadow Fiend? Because that's probably
In my
what
opinion,
they're gonna go for.
I really feel like Zeus. I feel like Zeus wins them this game. You don't have to be in the fight. You can just ulti for vision. You can use Nimbus to catch out the Shadow Fiend or Drow Ranger because Drow has to sit there. SF kind of sits there. So they really have an immobile lineup.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, I
that
can agree
works.
with.
That works. That works.
Yeah.
That, I mean, there's some catch there. I'm gonna grab water.
You know, I'm going to taunt Snow so much for this game because he gives me so much shit for picking. If he loses
Picking
a
what
puck,
puck?
yeah, I'll take so much joy in literally just quoting Discord quotes from 8 months ago.
I am very happy. This is the 3 Invoker. I am very happy.
All right.
Johan is like a notable Invoker player, though usually he's used to playing it in the mid lane. I'm sure he could do it.
Yeah, so what you do is you do go Quaz Wex Invoker, but you actually go more points in Quaz than Wex at the beginning. Because at level 10 you'll usually get Exort, so he'll literally just go 5 points of Quaz, 5-4-1 is my take on offlane Invoker. You could, I mean, obviously if you're having a good time, you could do 4-5-1. But you get the extra point in Quaz for the extra lane regen. It's actually ridiculous. Like, it's like having a permanent tango on you at all times. It's very, very good. And especially versus the wear and tear of Ogre Magi. If you put a lot of points in Quaz, I think it's good. Super Urn is also very good this game. Kind of screws up Puck.
I think Snow's strategy here is he was having keybind issues last game, so you pick a hero with literally only 2 buttons.
Sounds about right.
You gotta switch something up. It is gonna be Snow on core though. Played the Night Stalker last game. PA this one, and he's got 2 people to buff him, but Again, I'm just not sold on the Magnus. I'm not really sold on Doggo's draft either. It seems kind of cheesy. But, I mean, 5 ranged heroes around a Drow is pretty... It's memey, but it's strong, right?
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, Shadow Fiend definitely outdamages the puck. Couple
Yeah,
CS in.
I think this game really relies on Maguire. I feel like he has to just make space for Snow to be able to do the things that he needs to do this game. And that is farm up as much as you can.
Loves is trying to falsely take claim to Doggo's championship if he does win this game.
Classic. I'm
Just calling it out right now, just so we get that out there.
This is
And use this to
classic.
disprove it.
I expect nothing more and nothing less from that man. G-Man's probably an overfit.
Nothing more. Okay. Well, that's high praise. No, I don't flame people. We're good.
How's Pissman going to do in lane this game? That's the question here. I think he needs to have a pretty okay lane in the bottom lane.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely overvaluing a Magnus. I mean, maybe it's just because I tried picking Magnus in a pub like 2 days ago and it fucking sucked, and I was just like, damn, I hate this hero.
Yeah,
but it might have
Magnus
been
is
me.
Magnus is very much team coordinated for sure. You have to have a team that can cooperate. So,
Is he shouting out natural ice and natural light, the shittiest
Wait,
cheap
does
beer
Bush
everyone
make
ever?
that?
I have some bad memories of Natty Light, dude. It's terrible.
Who the fuck makes Natty Light? Is it Bush, actually?
Whoever does
I
needs to be cast into the fires of
drink.
like
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't drink garbage.
I don't drink.
I just went to a party where everyone was drinking White Claw. I think that's like
Oh,
the next
God.
Natty Light.
Dude, that stuff kills
It's a
you.
lot better, dude. It's a lot better.
The government poisoned White Claw, and it's super popular, and they're putting mind control
Ain't
drugs
no
in it.
law for the claw. Ooh, I like this gank here.
Chris dropping his items. Very
Alright,
risky,
well-
but the stun on the Asian Wolf, I think the right click is gonna be there. Maguire should be able to get this one. No, it's 2-0 Negu. First blood as the support feels good, and they're already in control of the bounty runes.
Yeah, this is
Badger,
very
if you're keeping track, it's 3-1.
Okay, I kept track last game. I will keep track this game. You know, I'm gonna play the
We'll have to stat check you. I'll probably lose track like 5 minutes in though. So no worries. I'm kind of surprised Turtle King didn't start out with an Orb of Venom, especially since he wants to trade with the Jakiro, but I mean, you don't really care if it's an ogre.
Darn it, I was about to do one.
There is no history though, so you do have to keep a notebook going or something.
I have a notepad file open. We're good.
Badger's
But yeah,
got it, man.
I mean, Jakiro feels like a hero that can trade really strongly, but into the ogre that just has all that regen, has all that armor, he can just wave it off. You don't care.
Yeah. I don't like Chrissy's level 1 Necromastery. They used to be good back in the day. You need to start with raises to secure a good lane.
Yeah, I feel like every time I've seen Shadow Fiend picked lately, it's been Raze first. Maguire going for the dodge there, misses it. It's close.
Man, they made Raze a lot faster. Is he dying this?
The bottom Piss Salesman dead. And I think Onegu might be the next default as well, but top lane, it's just the trades. They can't dive anymore.
The Shadow Demon is so good. Asian Wolf's laning phase is just extremely good.
They could have banned it, you know. They had a ban phase this game.
And I mean, this is where it just feels bad playing a Magnus too. I think maybe he should have gone for a skewer first and go for some skewers under the tower onto the drow, especially when the Shadow Demon isn't in the lane to save.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, but I think normally you just want to get Empower early level so that way you can contest for CS and stuff like that. I mean, you're naturally somewhat tanky. You have 3 armor. So,
Is a very good start for McGuire, though. 11 CS to just 6 on Chris. So, doing pretty well. He's about a crip way behind, though. So
yeah. He burned through, I believe, 1 healing salve, 1 iron branch, shared tango already. So he's kind of...
It's like the longer this lane goes on, though, the better it's going to get for Shadow Fiend. The problem right now is McGuire has not been pushing his lead hard enough. Like, he need to go for some aggressive plays under the tower using phase shift to dodge the tower shots. The fact that he didn't means he's going to lose his lead very soon. SF will pull ahead the longer it goes. Zero doubt about it.
Yeah, I think the higher, or the more souls, I think the more damage he does. And with 11, or 16 actually, 17 now. So he's already, like, got a lot more damage now, for sure. So he's got 40 more damage than what he used to, so...
He definitely needed to go under tower when he could have. Now it's looking rough.
Now it's a little risky. Yeah.
or I could potentially play.
He is still winning the trade. Yeah, he is still winning the regen war right now. But I think Chrissy's gonna start to pull away with the CS. Another salve.
There's no. It's gotta be no mercy. He cannot have mercy. He has to keep the pressure on. It gets harder.
Yeah. I think he needs to start buying like mangoes and clarities rather than just go straight up bottle.
It's out of mana for now. McGuire can't really do much. Doggo getting gone on top. The cold snap onto the ogre. But Doggo not living long enough. He's not healthy enough. Gohan has to back away from this one. The Spore Invoker trying to get away. Has the tornado. But the jump plus the dagger. Turtle King there with the stun. They get 2 kills.
I love Ogre PA, dude. It's just so good.
Ooh, the poison bottom. There's a lot of poisons already. It's a disaster.
There's already 3 and 2. Negu definitely dead. Dying to Asian with one more right click. He's already used the skewer on the piss. Got the drow, but really just not going to be enough. And I think he honestly should have maybe turned to hit Martin there. Had the creep wave with him. Potentially could have killed, but it would have been close. So Negu rotating back down, looking for the stun. Drow still pretty low. We'll have to back up. One more hit from the save from Asian Wolf. Drow just finds 60 health and top. They actually...
Oh,
okay. I thought I missed something.
5 minute
I did miss something though.
No way. Huge kill too.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Gotta be careful.
Oh. What are we at?
Bounty rings over Snow's team.
Is that 4?
Is that 3 to 1?
7 to 1, yeah.
Oh, right.
7 to 1.
Corner 1 second.
No, it should be 6 to 2.
No, they only got 1 there. No, they got 0 there. So yeah, it's 7 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting in the corner. We're good.
Yeah, once it's in the corner, it's fine. There's no changing it. But yeah, bottom lane doing just fine for Radiant. Mid lane going okay, and top lane, that's the best lane they got. It's something.
Yeah. Oh, Negu's
gotten a couple kills.
I think if he gets another charge.
Well, top lane they might get a kill on the Doggo, but yeah. Oh, Negu dying bottom to Asian Wolf once again. Snow has to back top.
Doggo's a stick. I mean, Turtle King is a stick still. So you can go for stick into Ignite or stick into Fire Blast if you use.
Ooh. McGuire committing the coil just to get a regen, which I think it's probably worth, but he's able to just kind of spam out a lot of his abilities now.
It's not like coil metals that matters that much anyways. Might as well just use it.
It's some rotation I can't do for the next 50 seconds, but yeah, it's still fine.
And he wasn't going to anyways.
See what he wants to end up going for. Might actually be running top. And is definitely not for the bounty rune, so actually looking for kills. Doesn't have the coil. And might be a great timing too, as Doggo already falling low. McGuire is right here with the Q.
He's got 10 stick charges.
Able to do enough damage, plus the silence dodges out the EMP. It's over onto the Invoker. Gohan trying to run away. They have no rev.
Ooh.
Gohan
really
escapes. And that's a pretty big rotation. They only got the kill onto the Jakiro, but I mean, it's a kill nonetheless. Probably one they would have gotten anyways.
Yeah, Snow needs as big an advantage as he can. I mean, granted, the SF is ahead in CS, but that's kind of a given. At this point, he didn't get harassed. enough in his lane. So, you know, it just, you reap what you sow, and what's been sowed is a fed Chris ET right now, or farm, excuse me, with CS.
Networth's lead is still in Snow's hands. The problem is, where is the net worth? It's on.
It's less than 1K. It
It's
could
on
literally
Snow.
be
A lot of it's
0.
on Snow.
But yeah, it's pretty much tied between Snow and the Shadow Fiend. Right now, really the big switch up we saw. McGuire going bottom now, has the coil. They want to find the kill onto Drow, but McGuire walked underneath the ward here during this rotation, so they spotted out. They're back underneath the tier 1, and they're going to be just fine.
Yeah,
And again, it's Asian Wolf's warding that's just saving them. The disruption over onto Onegu. Gets the Hex, but I don't think Drow quite has the damage. But Onegu using the stun onto the Disruptor. Or not Disruptor, sorry, it's the Shadow Demon, not onto the Drow. And Drow has more than enough damage to turn that one.
Yeah, so it looks like SF's just going to be the frontliner. He's got Headdress already. He's got Bracer. Ready to tank whatever comes at him, so he's just going to try to flash farm those Guardian Greaves and push with the Drow lineup, which I think is what they need for sure. Later levels, Invoker's going to have really good alacrity for the SF or Drow Ranger, and I think they're just going to push really hard. But again, it's really up to McGuire to be able to buy that PA the space and time that he needs to farm.
As soon as he levels the aura a couple times too, this Drow is really going to be hitting hard.
Yeah.
To get that minus armor out. Top Snow should be just fine. They can't go over onto Gohan or Doggo. He's level 7 on Snow, not having the worst game. At least a little bit better than last one.
Yeah, especially since he's now a safe lane carry rather than a safe lane Night Stalker.
I think it's still just the warding is much better on Radiant, and it's kind of just winning them the game for this early on. Piss Salesman, my fault once again, has to skewer away, but Onegu has the stun yet, is falling low, but can't turn to throw it out onto Asian Wolf once again. And top lane, the dive is here. They kill off Snow, and it's completely underneath the tier 1, but Doggo able to walk away. And Turtle King just has to watch him do it. The salve popped right in his face, but Turtle King falling low. The stun there from the Jakiro. One more right click will be more than enough. The ward is spotting the rotation from McGuire. Both these heroes are very low. The double silence plus the orb. Rotation from Piss Salesman. He gets the kill. I don't think he really wants to commit the ult, but he does go for it. It's only a 4 Invoker.
Well, 3 Invoker, but I still think it's worth every penny that they need. I think Dire needs as good an advantage as possible right now in the early to mid game. I don't really agree with sending the PA down here. Asian Wolf is just gonna spam and harass out the PA with Shadow Poison. It's just not gonna be a fun time for her.
And actually already diving underneath too. They have more than enough heroes here, but the silence not on time. Is able to get the ult off, but the rotation down from Chris. They have more than enough damage. Doesn't matter if they can't get right clicks in, it's more than enough with just the raises, plus a couple right clicks. But.
Yeah, I mean, Chris CT already level 10. I don't believe, let's see, oops.
This is a disaster in this bottom lane.
Rotation down from McGuire. He doesn't have the coil for another 3 seconds. And I think they just need to get out. Turtle King trying to throw out some damage, but they really got to get the kill on these 2 cores. They're not even going to get them to pop the puck ult. And Turtle King has to run away from this one. They don't have enough damage.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate. I mean, like I said, Chrissy T just has a really big advantage right now. He's the only one with his level 10 talent, which is Spell Amp, which helped him huge with that team fight there. And just being able to be at the top of the net worth as well. Like, he's 1,400-ish above the highest on Dire, which is McGuire's puck. He's just going to be able to flash farm that Guardian Greaves and not be able to kill him at all.
Not even stacks here for Snow, so like despite being power, he has nowhere to really farm at all.
Yeah. But I think he's learned from last season. He has not gone PA Battle Fury, which is wise lesson learned from last year's.
Dire's structures are fortified.
See, with that mid tower gone, bottom T1 gone, top T1 about to fall.
Dire's top tower.
And I mean, this game is getting away from him. It's a 5k gold lead for Doggo's team. And, well, kind of getting out of control. And you thought they might get a better start from it. But does get a 2-man puck ult on the high ground. Asian Wolf a little bit too far. The ult from the RP popped, plus the stun. They're trying to bring down the Shadow Fiend to start, but I think Piss Salesman is just going to fall. Couple right clicks plus the finger from Onegu. They bring down the Shadow Fiend. And that is a big kill, but stuck on the front. Turtle King taking too much damage from the Drow, and now Snow, the rotation over from Doggo gets the blink away, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He takes down to Doggo. All the cores dying, the ice path gonna miss. McGuire and Onegu the only ones to escape with their lives.
So obviously SF was a big kill, but they had to commit everything. They had to commit finger, they had to commit RP, puck ulti. It was just really, really unfortunate for Snow's team. They had to commit everything for that SF. And then as soon as the SF dies, you have the Invoker coming in with his low cooldown abilities-ish. Good team fight combo. While Piss Salesman's not going to be useful.
Oh, and the stun too.
For another 70 seconds.
He's just dead again. RP not even up.
He didn't get the Empower off on the Drow, so he's not even any extra farm speed here. I mean, sorry, the PA.
Right.
He died while PA was dead, so there's no Empower. The entire reason for picking this hero is...
Chris just farming up Drow, you know. This feels so bad, just watching your towers die to somebody outside the attack range. But, oh, the cheese is working. 5 ranged heroes, and it is dominating right now. Doggo's gone a little bit too far, though. Didn't get the skewer back. The EMP coming through. I think it's going to hit onto... Oh, it's just one as their tornado is still up on the Piss, but Onegu falling low. McGuire falling low. Has to get out of here, but he cannot. He didn't have the coil or his Q, so he can't actually get out of that one. Blink not up. Chris falling a little bit forward.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. Martin was able to get a really, really good silence off of McGuire, so he had to run away, and he got really low. And so McGuire was trying to think, should I ulti or should I run, like orb phase shift? But unfortunately, he just phase shift and then ultied afterwards, and so he was left to die, unfortunately. Mech already up on the SF as well. Super strong item.
He's so close to phase boots too. That's gonna be a really tough kill to get.
Yeah.
It's only making his other.
They are getting the bounties though. That's what matters.
Yeah.
This is.
I mean, they're making a comeback. It was 7-1, you know.
Massive, right? But it doesn't matter if they have a bounty lead if they're just dying every team fight and they're losing a firewall, losing the tower.
Right, so the big difference here from game 1 to game 2, right? Martin was down in lane a little bit. He wasn't doing as good.
Oh, Snow's asking a little bit too much here. Didn't get any crits. They do get the finger, but Snow, he might just fall. The stun, the blink to dodge it. Saving his life. Nice play there from Snow.
You take those kills for Dire. You take whatever they can give you.
Yep, absolutely.
And McGuire, he's caught underneath the ward. Again, it's the warding from Radiance. Can they bring down McGuire, though? No, the orb is too far away. Can he take down 17 health? Wow. There is a Sunstrike, but he doesn't have Invoke for another 2 seconds. And he has to just run away for now, but does he go for the Sunstrike? I don't think so.
Yeah, I
he
don't
wouldn't
think so.
affect the Blink Dagger either. The Blink Dagger greatly affects the trajectory in that.
I mean, unless you're Weehaw, then you just hit everyone. Doesn't matter.
You just hit it anyways, yeah.
So GG boots are completed for Chrissy T. I am probably expecting all 5 to be top lane for Team Doggo.
Yeah, you just group up from here on out. You got a nice 7k gold lead. It's a great buffer.
Yeah. So as I was mentioning earlier, the big thing that was the difference was Martin was able to catch up on the gyro, even though he died a few times, because they stacked a lot. this PA is behind a little bit, but they have no stacks. Snow has to farm every single individual camp, and that's really hurting them right now. They needed Turtle King to be in the safe lane with the PA at all times. Onegu kept dying, and I think it was preferable if Onegu just went to go stack for the Magnus, for the PA. I think it would have been a huge advantage for them, but I think they're probably just going to be satisfied with trading a tier 1 for a tier 2 at this point, because they need all the net worth they can.
Be able to take the bottom tier 1 tower, but traded it for top tier 2. Not exactly something you are too happy about.
I mean, it does give PA the Deso, so it's not a waste here. But we'll just see how well that Deso affects the next team fight.
Alright, straight into Roche. I think it goes to Shadow Fiend too, is what they're looking at. And there's 4 Wraith Bands on Martin right now. I would give it to the Drow. I think he's a little bit more squishy, but the RP, the blink in from Piss, it looks like it's only on to 1 though, so Gohan able to just walk away. Piss has nothing to do, caught out in the center, can't even get the skewer. Piss gonna fall, plus Onegu. They killed off Asian Wolf, but at what cost? Turtle King is gonna be the next target. And that's a pretty expensive loss. I mean, Maguire's in a good position to steal the Aegis if they keep going for it. They also get the stun over onto Snow. Snow went for the farm, but he has to just get away from this one. He doesn't even have enough damage to kill off Doggo. Goes for the invis, but the cold snap, more than enough, and I think Maguire just gave away his hand too. He's gonna get caught out. Blinks in, but the Roche is a little bit too high. It's not even dead yet. Maguire's just gonna tick down, plus the stun from Doggo.
I mean, you just got to go for those desperation plays. It was decent timing, but just really unfortunate execution. The gust pushback actually was what sealed it for the puck.
They're showing how desperate they are at this point, though. I have to play you only make if you think this game's about to end.
Yeah.
I guess this game is about to end. The rate is going. Yeah, SF is about to be level 15. That's the presence.
Yeah, pops the Guardian Greaves, just get rid of that debuff, and it's straight onto the tier 3's Tornado, hitting nothing. But,
I mean, if they're able to nuke the Drow well enough. Oh, here he goes.
Bring the Shadow Fiend forward, but that's an Aegis Shadow Fiend. Even if you kill him, there's not really any follow-up. Fist Salesman's just falling. The coil onto 3, which is big, but the buyback coming in. Snow going for the kill. It's on the Drow, and that's the hero you needed. He bought back immediately. I'm not sure that's what he wanted. Potentially just going for the win right now, but he's still pretty far away. The stun from Onegu, not there. He's got the Hex. Running forward, back in is Maguire, but he's straight into the Drow. He's seeing Martin rotate back over into us, plus the silence, and I think Maguire just gonna tick down. There's no buyback. Turtle King also falling low. Snow on the backside, going for kills. Kills off Asian Wolf. The buyback from both of them. And they both just have to walk back. I think the racks are gone for sure, but I mean, expensive from both ends. RP, it's only on to 1. Piss doing a little bit too much there.
Can't be doing that, man. Gotta make sure your team's with you. Gotta make sure you get a couple heroes. I know it's desperation time, but sometimes it's just best to hold on to your ulti and let them take the racks. I mean, obviously, again, it was desperation. Snow and Maguire both had buybacks, or excuse me, Snow had buyback. So he was willing to be able to kill the support's backline. The only reason I believe Martin bought back was just to provide the SF and everyone else of the team the attack speed. I think that was like a big thing for them. I'm assuming Chrissy T or Doggo probably just called it out, saying like, hey Martin, I need you to buy back if you die here, just because we need the attack speed order to win the team fight, and that's exactly what he did. I don't think it's a loss right now for the Drow, but it could potentially be if they wind up being able to kill the Drow in the next team fight, which should be able to tell us, you know, if this is going to be a quick GG or a valiant comeback effort.
Hard fight though. They're down by 14k gold. That's not an easy ask.
And Snow is just running away from Gohan, and Gohan alone right now. Going for the TP, is going to be able to get it, but now Pissman in a bad spot. The rest of the team is rotating forward, and I don't think they see Gohan, who's just running Underneath that is Ghost Walk, so they know he's here.
I don't think he's
They will just
procking
back
that
to
in,
base.
Yeah, I don't think he procced anyone with it. Careful, Snow. Man, every time I see Snow throw out daggers and try to hit people, it's just no crits. He's just getting so unlucky here. But if he's able to come out with that BKB and be able to strike down that Drow, it would be huge.
Let's get the stun over onto Asian Wolf as she's trying to go for a couple wards. Goes for the TP, but I don't think it's going to meet up, especially when Snow is right there. Oh, 3 hits, 1 crit.
Yeah.
Not bad. Doggo died
I mean, that's still an aggressive ward right there. They did get out. They're also going for the kill onto Doggo plus the coil. And this is a dead dragon. Oh, did they get it on the line, actually? They did. I think so.
Yep, he's got four stacks of it, level 13. So I'm not sure if he's gonna opt for the extra gold or the extra damage to be able to burst anyone in this team fight. But he does get a 23-minute blink dagger, which, especially how this game is going, it's not too shabby of a timing.
Do we have a rune count, Badger?
Oh god, it was very chaotic during the last rune.
Wow, you had one job. It looks like they got 2 of them. I can't see anything above that.
1 second. It was. Oh god, it was 11-5, so it's got to be.
It was still a
11-9
6-point margin.
now. Maybe make a little count.
Just global chat. Ask them. The teams probably know.
Don't worry.
Snow just farming underneath the invis. I mean, this is good now. It's getting some farm ups, but it's really no stacks yet. And Doggo's team is closing the margin on that bounty gap.
BKB for PA.
Oh no, this is a terrible fight. If they get caught out, the BKB popped on Snow, but he needs to find a target. They also got the vision out. The nice RP, but it's only really going to slow down the fight. They need to get some kind of kill off the back of this. The BKB is gone from Snow, and he's got no buyback. He doesn't have the blink either because he went for the invis first, and the cast time was just a bit too long. And this is looking like it's game. Nobody's got buyback.
Yep.
Snow just calls it. And that's it.
More coordination in that fight.
Doggo's team just doing a straight 2-0, playing very well. Most as a team, the support's really getting it done.
Yeah, I mean, I think Doggo and Co definitely deserved it. I think their supports played well. Their vision game was very good. Gohan did what he needed to do and able to pick and choose his targets in team fights, whoever he was playing. Like game 1, he definitely dueled the Oracle almost every single team fight, which allowed them to win and disable Oracle for a little while in the team fight, so he couldn't get heals off. Chrissy T definitely being the backbone of their team for sure, being able to win lane most of the time, and even if he's losing lane, he'll just go and farm and provide the mid game help. And Martin just being the stable backbone, being able to not tilt too much if he loses lane and just come back with the stacks that his supports gave. So I think that was a really big win for them too. Was Doggo and Asian Wolf on the supports. I think it was a very good duo, and I think it worked out for them for sure for those.
Yeah, very impressive. I think they looked like they were playing together too. Snow's team was a little bit all over the place. They had looked like more like a team in the past few rounds, but just not quite coming together. It is Snow. I mean, that's second place 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So incredibly bad. It feels so bad to be Snow right now.
I mean, he's the Cloud9 of CDL.
He is the Minnesota Vikings. He's just the Minnesota Vikings right now.
All right, are we doing interviews? Because there's only 3. We could move to the 99 slot.
Well,
I changed the channel. We're good.
Okay.
They should be in here pretty soon.
Said yeah.
5
just give us
minutes. Alright, we need to
Roger,
entertain
Dodger.
for 5 minutes.
Easy. All right, so Badger, I think this triple co-cast will work during the season. I think if you stick to the logos and your bounty
Yeah.
count.
Badger just has to quit Dota, essentially.
They're forcing me to play this season. I was considering it, but they're making me captain again. So.
Oh man. Yeah. See, I mean, I would love casting, but you know, I like playing Dota too much.
I know.
Yeah, see, I just hate Dota, so.
Yeah, I know.
Jaded.
It's listen, man. It's a hard game. It's a rough game. For sure.
But any announcements for next season, Badger? While we're at it, we could maybe stay in this season, but.
All right.
Announcements.
Draft big fella. Big fella's gonna be with Satan, Chandler, Jamie, whatever his name decides to be next season. We're gonna be the best support duo, and whoever's team me and Chandler are on, we're gonna win. We're gonna go to the finals and win. So, pick me, pick Chandler, and
Let's put it this way.
we'll win.
I have an interesting draft plan, and it's gonna shock everybody when you see it happen. You guys are going to be genuinely shocked who I pick. I think this is somebody who's genuinely underrated in this league because of their reps. So they're going to go short in the draft right where they should go.
So you're picking target.
Pog.
Alex.
Bruh. What's up?
Did you get
Oh,
to
we're
see my?
interviewing-
Did you get to see our triple cast?
I got to hear it.
Oh.
'Cause I was playing Forza.
Yikes. Well, we got the winning team soon, man. We're gonna interview him, and I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I have a question for Chrissy T as to why he hates me.
I don't think he hates you. I think they just meme you and you get sad.
I get angry. I'm just kidding. Dota makes me angry.
Sad angry.
Sad angry. Yo, my face when I lose lane every game this season.
Sad
angry. No, but I think Doggo's team deserved it for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like if we wound up, or at least my team in the semis, probably banning out their Chen in game 3, I feel like it would have made the series a little closer, and maybe we could have taken it. Team Big Fella could have won it all, but no time for regrets, only time for celebration. Congrats to Team Doggo and company. I think they all did very well. All right, Alex, you have to go because the team's coming.
I can stay.
Oh yeah,
Hello?
yeah.
No, Alex has to leave.
I moved them.
Hello.
Wait, move Asian Wolf. Wait, move
Yeah.
Asian Wolf.
Badger, no.
There we go.
All right, congratulations, folks, on your
Yes,
season 3 CDL victory.
congrats.
As the reigning
Yay.
champion up until you won, I truly do congratulate you.
as the reigning champion up until
Reigning
Pass the
champion,
crown.
not
Yeah,
anymore,
pass
bro.
the crown down.
League no longer rigged.
There you
league.
go.
I mean, it was kind of rigged. Commod still won. Still kind of rigged.
There's like a comm mod or an admin like half the team.
Yeah.
It's high up.
Yeah. It was just an admin not winning for once.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Well,
that
let's
was
go
fun.
to your heads though. You guys were dominating that game from basically minute 1. What was your thoughts on like minute 10 there? Looking like the game was going to go very well for you guys in game 2.
For in game 2, I mean, we kind of just didn't lose any lanes. We got the draft we wanted. They picked Puck into SF. We were fine with it. Like, we had the draft we wanted. We didn't care about their draft.
Yeah,
Something
fair.
I noticed is we mentioned this a lot during the cast, but there was very good warding from the support duo of your team. What are your thoughts on the preparation work and the warding work you did?
I would like to say the wording is all on Asian Wolf.
All right.
Don't fucking count me in on that shit. Don't you dare put me in with that shit. That's all on her.
Dude,
Yell
that was
at-
crazy.
yell at
good
him.
vote.
But
Not yell at him to buy words and
yeah,
buy
she has to yell at me to buy words.
Classic comm mod.
Yep.
Dude, I'm gonna play pause for not by any words, dude.
But yeah, but yeah, no. For this series, we did look at like the previous mid warding patterns, and so we automatically knew where they were going to ward mid, so we got that free D ward first game.
Yeah, I remember suffering a heart attack after game 1 of our semifinal match. I placed my ward and then immediately saw Asian Wolf, and I was like, well,
Yep.
he's got 2 centuries, so I'm done.
Yeah, the only game we didn't scout wards in like regular season or first round, because I mean we didn't care about target steam all too much. No offense, target. But
Offense target.
against Big Fella and Turtle, or not Turtle, Snow's team, we scouted.
Nice. Good to hear.
Yeah.
So I have a question for CST.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, Chrissy, will you forgive me?
Well, yeah. I just don't like that you were all chatting. It just gets annoying, especially.
Right, yeah. No, that is one of my personality traits. I'm a frequent all chatter. I focus on tilting my opponent rather than focusing on improving my lane. As
Terrible. Terrible, dude.
as you've seen, I do not win many lanes in the mid season. But no,
I mean,
it was.
your gyro laning, that was hard to lane against, actually. It's just annoying, the rocket spam.
Oh yeah, no, that's
But-
that's the best. It's the funniest thing, because literally on mid gyro, you just max rocket, and you wind up doing so much damage, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's really good CS.
Yeah.
But no, for sure, I think your Storm Spirit was definitely commendable in the series. A lot of times, I think you were only caught out once or twice by Snow's Night Stalker Silence, so it was really good positioning for you, and really good to kind of like draw in the lane, but also pull way ahead in the CS charts for sure. So I think you were at one point you were up 30 CS up against McGuire's Pugna. So yeah, it was really good over there in the first like 10-15 minutes.
Yep.
So
Did you guys
CST.
expect game 1 to
Yes.
go so smoothly? Or...
All right, one at a time.
Alex is interrupting our interview, dude.
That's true.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, Alex, you weren't the triple caster, okay? Just because you're head admin doesn't mean you're part of the stream.
Sounds like
Yeah.
admin abuse here.
Game 1 we felt really good about that draft. Like we felt
did.
really good because the Jakiro Legion lane against the Night Stalker, that lane was god awful for Snow, and the Oracle couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Hardest part about the
And
game 2 draft was knowing what the Magnus was, what position
Yeah.
it was going.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if
I
it was
knew-
gonna be
I knew it
Maguire
was
mid
3.
Magnus. Mhm.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna be MX Squire, but I knew it wasn't going to be 4 because
Yeah.
Onegu's not gonna play the mag. It's not gonna be 5 because then they have mag PA lane. That's not gonna work. So it was literally just down to 3 or 2.
Yeah, I want to say I called a majority of the draft. I knew, like, I mean, obviously you were gonna first pick Shadow Demon for Asian Wolf. That's no question. Which is
banned
very
the
good, by
Chen.
the way. Yeah,
I'm very disappointed they banned the Chen.
dude. Listen, after our 3-game series, dude, you have to ban the Chen, dude. I didn't learn my lesson, so they
Nope.
wound up learning it in the series. We thought we could get away from it, but you guys wound up on top for sure.
You can't get a Chen. You can't get away from the Chen.
So
Not when the Chen actually has a Chen player who plays it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Chrissy T, so what were you going through in your head? Did you want Shadow Fiend initially when you guys were talking about the draft? Like, did you go into game 2 saying like, you know what, I think we can drow them, or did you just kind of like pick Shadow Demon, Jakiro, and then kind of go from there?
So we had our first 3 heroes, and then I knew that we needed a safe lane, but I knew that we wanted to dominate early going to PA. So am I cutting out when talking, or?
No, I think you're you're good.
No, you're good.
So I saw the drow, just kind of knowing that we could like run at them with a drow strat, already having the 3 ranged heroes and everything, and we would probably dominate top with the invoker hero. And then for the SF pick, I think TA was banned at the time. I'm not really sure, but
Yes, they did wind up banning it.
yeah, I knew that if we wanted to run at them, if I picked SF, I could just go Greaves, skip the Yules, everything, just kind of go Aura build. I considered even going Drums, but kind of went Greaves knowing that we were just running at them. And that, yeah, that's where that pick kind of came in mind. Just like run at you type of thing, really strong early hero.
Yeah, and to be fair, I was the only one in the triple cast that did say you guys were gonna end by 25. The game lasted 25 minutes and 11 seconds, so I was 11 seconds off from my correct prediction. So
Hey,
fairly
it took 10 seconds for the GG to go through.
that's true. So technically,
So
I was right.
technically 25:01.
There you go. I was 1 second off, and I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gohan 3 Invoker, how do you feel?
Pretty good. I finally got to play my hero,
You
so
got to play it.
like I asked for it and it worked, so I'm happy.
Yeah. So, what was your skill build as an offlane invoker? Was it 4-5 and then 1 at level 10, or did you go 5-4-1 just for the extra quas?
I went I missed skilled like at 7 I think, but I went 4-5-1 like you said, like
Gotcha.
for the alacrity at level 10.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's very good. I am personally am a very big fan of 3 invoker. I think it's pretty good. It's like when you have high quas levels, it feels like you're able to sustain and lane way harder. Obviously, it depends on the lane matchup, but I think you were fine because PA Ogre would just kind of like slowly run you down, and with the extra points in quas, and they're just a bonus regen. It's like a permanent tango, so it's very, very
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think I fucked up when I didn't get this like a stick. So we got run down and then
Yeah.
I got a stick and we didn't die again. So,
There you go. Any other questions from the casters?
Can I ask a question?
Sure, Alex.
What the
If
fuck do you want,
none of the other
Alex?
casters.
Well, they weren't talking, so fuck it. Chris,
Yeah.
how do you feel doing better than Charlie?
And Charlie? Oh shit. Well, Charlie, I must say you probably are the second best mid in the league right now. But I'm looking forward to next season playing against you. That's for sure. I think
Yes.
you will be strong. Definitely one of the better mids. Hard to lane against you. His laning's really good.
Mm.
Yes, it
Who
is.
else is mid? Oh, Frenzy's mid is also really, really hard to lane against. We'll see.
Frenzy's Arc Warden is hard to lane against.
Yeah, Frenzy's Arc Warden.
Dark Horse is back too, right?
Oh, Donger's back, yeah.
That'll be
Oh,
a fun.
Donger.
Just his OD. Don't be afraid of anything else.
Just the OD.
oh, I'm being left out of the mid list.
Gohan's being left out of the mid list.
Are you even a mid
That-
player
that
anymore,
feel-
Gohan?
That-
He 1v1'd Chris and beat him 1v1
Yeah.
SF. So,
I feel when you pick
still good.
Gohan to be your mid and then you pick up a mid player for 80. And a mid player soon gets to 5.5k after like 3 weeks of the season.
Wait,
I played way too much Dota those weeks.
is
You
Chris
played way
the
too
best
much
mid
Mid
laner in the
Ranger.
league? He's not even the best mid laner in the team.
I mean, best mid laner for the team.
I mean, Chris was the best mid laner because he can't play anything else. He said,
Yeah.
well, at least Doggo told me that. So
He said he can't play anything else. When
Yeah,
I picked Chris, I like during the draft I looked at both Chris and Gohan's hero pools after I got Chris for fucking 80. I just looked at both their hero pools and was like, Gohan's hero pool fits in offlane the most. So I kind of just was like, I'm probably just gonna throw Gohan in offlane. He probably
it
can
ended
do
up working
fine.
out.
And then yeah, it worked out really fucking well.
I mean,
Gohan's SK. Oh my god.
yeah, Gohan's the man.
Scariest thing in the world.
I mean, I
Shout out
played.
Gohan's just a good player.
and SK.
I played offlane in Ali 12 mini once, and we were Deep 2 champions, so
There you go.
Yeah. I have experience.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
but yeah, hands down, big shout out to Doggo. He put in a lot of time for the draft and a lot of time before every single series. We had a whole like page with like wards, what they picked, and
Right on, man.
just
Yeah.
helped having.
I gotta put in work outside the game because you know it's gonna be very little in game.
It definitely.
I'm gonna have to get yelled at for not buying wards.
All right, guys.
for skilling the wrong
listen,
thing.
I'm gonna put all the effort into drafting and all these words. All right,
Yeah.
but like, I'm not gonna buy them. I'll just show you where to put them.
Yeah. I'll show you where they put the wards so you can put the sentries.
There you go. Right. Yeah. I'll just.
Listen here, bitch. You making me do all the work.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard that this season.
All right. On that note, let's go person by person. Ask for if there's any shout outs, any call outs, anything to say to the people of CDL. Let's start with the captain, Doggo. Anything to say to be?
You better call out that bitch Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, who
Target,
do we
fuck
play in
you.
the grand final?
Yeah, I thought Target said he was going to be in the grand finals, but I don't know how he was going to be in the grand finals if he couldn't beat me. So he also put me in like third to last place. So if all the teams actually didn't disband, he thought I wasn't going to make playoffs. So I mean,
And
Target.
here you are.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Target, you're not in here, so fuck you, I guess. And please let me captain next season.
All right, let's go with Asian Wolf. Anything to say to the people before your captain ruins everything?
GG.
All right. Any words from Mr. Gohan, Mr. Offlane Game?
I want to shout out to all the weaves, of course. all the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
weaves. And shout out to Asian Wolf and Doggo for hearing me out when I was having a bad time, like a week and a half ago. So, and all my teammates, of course, Chris and Marion as well.
Good shout out. Good shout
Just so you guys know, Gohan posted multiple fucking like Gohan gifts as soon as we told him we were gonna pick him Invoker. He said his power level was rising.
I don't think he thought we were gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't think he thought we were. And then we were like, go on, we're picking Invoker. He posted that. He literally posted that.
Oh, I gotta see this.
You started speaking Spanish and like some transformation stuff.
He posted that in our chat.
This entire team is something else. All right, Martin, you have anything to say to the people?
He did. He said GG. Yeah, it's Asian Wolf's turn. Asian Wolf, do you have any shout outs?
No. I'm the team psychologist. I keep everyone from not tilting.
True.
Cool. There you go.
Wait, I thought
That's an
you were
important
the
tactic.
psychic, real sad Doggo.
I am, but she's the girl. She can stop the fights between the guys.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Like whenever Martin and Gohan, Martin and
Mario-
Gohan like would get into like verbal fights during the game, and she's just like, "Stop, calm down."
In
Boys,
Mario's world, she
behave.
has a soothing voice, basically. She calms him down, basically. Every time he tilts.
Martin,
Yeah.
what was that clip for? What? Do you tilt too bad?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Martin.
My friend made fun of me.
Anytime anyone would tilt, I'd just be like, alright, I'm gonna go farm and hope for the best.
I'm trying to get better. It's good to have a psychologist on the team.
Yeah.
There you
Martin
go.
Martin slowly like stopped tilting after a bit. After I just gave like a rundown, hey, stop.
Wow, that was a great rundown, dude. I'll be
That was
honest.
basically the rundown. It was just like, hey, stop.
It's time to stop.
Basically.
Yep.
But yeah,
That's awesome.
when I don't tilt, I play Dota.
There you go,
It's
man.
fine.
He does.
Chris, you have anything to say to the people of CDL?
Yeah, it was a fun season. First time actually playing in like a league for real.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
This league is the best by
I mean, I think you got a pretty rigged team for the first season.
Yeah,
so
you got a
don't
pretty
expect-
rigged team.
Do not expect this level of play from any other team.
Hey man, Gohan, we had a good season together.
Yeah, we had 3 5Ks in this team. Like,
Yeah.
That's.
I managed to draft 3 5Ks, one of which wasn't 5K at the time, but he went to
Chris?
5K after 3 weeks. But I got 2 5Ks, both who were like the respective best in their positions. Gohan would have been like the best mid, and then Martin best safe lane. So I got 2 of like the best cores. Got Chris for basically free, and then picked the position 5 4K, who's if they play next season, they're getting adjusted for sure.
I don't want to play next season. It's gonna be fun. Everybody's gonna bully me.
Yeah, I got
That's
one
not
more
true.
shout out.
Oh.
Shout out to Mars for choking and not making finals when they were tier 1 for the entire season.
Oh
I
man.
actually think Snow's
LL
team,
Dota and Mars, GG.
I think Snow's team was legitimately like the second strongest team.
Snow's team
Snow's
would
team's
probably have been fine if they didn't like break down.
If
in
they
the
didn't pick
finals.
NS safe, I mean,
I was when they saw them play Mars, and I
You
forget.
mean when you saw me play Mars?
Was that? Oh yeah, that's right. You
I
stood in.
played. I stood for Snow.
Yeah.
They just
That
needed an
week, and
actual
then-
carry, and then they would win.
Yeah.
They need me.
Their team basically broke down.
I'm kidding.
no, I'm
Congratulations. though.
I'm pretty sure that's the only reason they won. Actually, they actually got a +1 player playing +1.
Yikes.
Like that's the truth though. Like
And Mike called shots. Shout out to
Okay.
Mike MX Squire.
I'm sorry I had to slay the toad, and now that
Are
I've
you gonna
slayed the
eat the toad
toad,
burger?
I'm going to make the toad burger now that I've slayed the toad.
So you're not gonna eat it. You're
Right
just gonna
on.
make it.
Oh, both.
Oh,
Definitely.
okay.
I'm gonna eat it.
I better see it in content creators soon, big fella.
You're a big fella.
You're a big fella.
I am the big fella.
But
Yes.
he is a big fella.
Yes.
Wow, you're calling me fat? Just because I'm a chef?
No, I'm calling you a thick fella, bro. That's a difference.
Wait,
That's
you're a
it's
chef?
a big difference.
Wow, just because I'm a chef?
You're telling me 2 of the CDL captain champions are chefs? Good lord.
Dang, I think there's something I need to do now. I need to become a 3-star chef or something, bro. I don't know.
I do some cooking, but I'm definitely not an actual chef.
Yeah, I mean, I cook my toast in the morning. That's about it.
I cook like a motherfucker, and I didn't win a championship. What does that mean?
You don't have to cook. You just roast their teammates.
Boom! There it is.
Wait, I thought he was the one that got roasted.
who?
No, I
No,
cook
Doggo
for the
Doggo
team,
only gets
right?
bullied by me and Asian.
Yeah, I
Wolf.
just get
That's
bullied
it.
by Gohan and Asian
So by
Wolf.
half of the team, the other half is okay with you. Good
Well,
God.
no, it's 2 out
I
of
mean,
5 technically. So.
I have to bully him for him to lane good. Like
Yeah. If he doesn't bully me, I start doing stupid stuff.
That's true. You do stupid stuff.
You don't know how many
Like-
times I heard Doggo Max Bloodlust, and then and then you just hear the tilting Gohan when he says it again.
He's like, fucking get stunned.
No. The other way around. He never
Yeah.
got bloodlust. Like he went
He
for.
never got
Oh,
He'd go,
4-4-0.
Yeah.
yeah, he go 4-4-0.
I didn't go
Oh.
4-4-0, no?
Yes, you did.
No.
404 is
Yes.
the way to go, my
Pull
friend.
up
You
the
went.
game.
You went
I
like
can go find the
You
game.
went-
I did not go 4-4-0.
you went 3-4-1. Like after I told you like 4 times.
Yeah,
to get
that's
fucking
yeah,
bloodlust.
that's not 4-4-0.
See?
Come on.
Doggo
It's
has
one
selective
off.
games sometimes.
It's a one off. Come on. It's not 4-4-0.
Are you gonna kill him? Because I'm gonna kill him.
Nah, it's fine. We won. So
Too bad.
My-
he learned from his mistakes. So it's
Yeah, I
fine.
did.
You guys
He
have
didn't match
any?
fucking E on Shakiro anymore as well.
Who do you think the MVP is for this season?
For this season, either Chris or Gohan.
I give it to Gohan.
I think it's
Just for
either
going
Chris.
off lane.
Yeah.
I think
It's either
gets a look too. She did very
Actually-
good for us.
honestly, it's like
It's hard.
The whole team too.
it's all
I would
4
just-
of them.
It's all
Honestly,
4.
like don't. The only thing you can give me MVP for is how much work I put like out of game. That's the only reason you can give it to me. But like Martin did amazing. Like he took the beatings in the lanes half the time because all the off lanes were stacked. He took the beating, but found a way to get farm and carry the game. Chris fucking destroyed every single mid laner in this league. Gohan played an amazing offlane, and Asian Wolf is literally the best support in CDL history. So
She's very good.
it's like all 4 of them could honestly take it.
That's wonderful.
So my last question to Captain Doggo is team review when?
Yeah, team review
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? All right.
Hold.
Ladies and gentlemen, expect for it to be tomorrow or riots against the new CDL champions.
You can riot.
Make
If
a
it's
shout
not
out
out tomorrow,
for
you
the
can riot.
next
Oh yeah.
season too. Give us the deets.
I'll just
Wait,
give my
what?
shout. Shout out to Charlie, Nick, Teresa, Dalton for casting this season. Shout out to PJ for standing in for us those 2 games.
Yeah.
Shout out
Played
to
well.
Natural Light, Natty Light, Beer of America.
Oh no, Killer Karate, no.
Also
That's
shout out to
tough.
the mods for like hosting and getting this whole CDL
Yeah.
going. It's really
Yeah,
fun time. Not even though that we won.
Shout out to Alex for being a
Awesome.
cutie as well.
Shout out to Snow for stabbing Badger
Mwah,
23
mwah.
times.
26 times.
It was 23.
So when's the next season start?
The draft is this Sunday. Going up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Relish in the moment, sir. No need to go too
Nah,
far.
I gotta look forward to next season so I can be the 2-time CDL champ.
They want to win again? Yeah,
The
there's no
two-time.
two-time champ. There's no two-time
I gotta be
champ.
the 2-time.
The
Doggo needs to
two-time.
start drafting and getting plans. That's where he shines.
Yeah.
There you go.
I gotta wait for, even though I can see the sheet already, I gotta wait for the sheet to come out fully so I can start putting shit together.
So when are you doing your sign up, Chris?
I thought I did it already.
No, he
didn't-
hasn't.
I have to do it. So.
He hasn't yet.
Batman.
I keep looking at the sheet waiting to see Chris's and it's still not there.
Have you just been like sitting on the sheet just staring at it for a while, Doggo?
I look at it every now and then just to see if anybody new.
He's been staring at it every night, just waiting.
I kind of do have it up most of the time.
Just like crying whenever he doesn't see Chris's sign up.
Only slightly.
Aw. There, Doggo.
I'm gonna miss this team because there's no way I get this team ever again. There's no
Yeah,
way I get this good of
Do
a
you know
team.
how much Chris is gonna go for next season?
Probably quadruple
going
what I
fair,
paid for him at least.
Okay, quadruple actually is a reasonable estimate.
It'll be at
He's
least.
getting mass speeded for sure. Mass speed for sure.
He'll at
Like-
least go for more than 320. Like
He's going for
because
500.
I paid
600.
400 for Gohan and Martin. Chris is going for a lot, honestly.
600 to 800 seems
Like
about right.
he's. I don't know.
What's the most
600.
people go for?
800 is
whatever-
like max.
Yeah,
Max
Nira-
is so bad, man.
Whoa,
Max
so
is so
is-
bad in general.
So because of these new up and coming mid players, is Nira actually gonna have a decent team next season?
If he
Oh.
signs up.
If he signs up after getting griefed by Lone Wolf.
This is true.
I'll ask him though. Or I'll
I
ask
hope he
Snow to
does.
ask him.
I'm
Well,
just
GG,
scared to
guys.
sign up next season, to be honest. As I know I'm getting adjusted, so I just want to solo queue.
My neck hurts. Well, that was a wonderful series. Thank you for playing in it.
Yeah, you guys
was
did really
fun.
well. All of you deserve the win, so congratulations once again.
Thanks.
Shout out to Doggo for winning the bracket thing. He was
Hey,
the only one.
I
that-
won the bracket. I was the only one to put my team winning.
Only one.
I was the only one who had faith in us.
Yep.
I had
What's
less
my
faith-
prize for winning?
The
I
pride
want
and
to know what my prize
satisfaction.
for winning
I
is.
haven't come up with it yet.
The pride and satisfaction is what you win.
I'll be waiting to hear what Killer Karate gives me as a prize.
He's gonna give you a kiss on the lips.
I'll actually cast
Yeah.
a regular season game of yours next season.
There you go.
This motherfucker cast Marseille versus Snow instead of Big
Bro, it
Phil
was- it
versus
was a
Doggo.
sick series.
Yikes.
Me and Big Fella's series was like the closest series that
Dude, I
was
love
actually
Yeah.
played.
Yeah, but
Like besides
okay.
Badger and Big Fella, it was me and Big Fella that was like the second best or best series.
Nick was
Yeah.
casting it though.
Yeah,
I
Nick
but
think
did,
he
yeah,
did.
Nick did
we didn't have
cast their
Killer
series.
Karate though.
Yeah, but
That's
Killer
true.
Nick's
Karate
got
could
it.
cast
We
the
got a
other one.
spread.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Damn.
but
Spread
like
the love.
we didn't have. Yeah, but we didn't have the primary cast. Is what we're
Yeah,
saying.
we didn't have the primary cast.
Nick
We
is a
didn't-
primary. What the fuck?
we didn't have the A stream. You know what I'm saying? We got like stream B.
Yeah, we didn't have
We were on
BTS. We had
Stream B.
some
We forgot to use the
Dota.com.
pictures, guys.
Just
Damn
tell him
it.
we have the girl.
Oh, we did forget to use the pictures. Shit.
Gotta-
Post Go.
Oh, wait,
Post
actually,
the Mopo Gohan, bro.
yeah. Just DM Fudge, see if you can get a refund.
Yeah. I'll get a refund for the $35 I paid.
Oh my god, dude. She literally like I made a whole channel on my Discord server for her to just bust her emotes out. It's fantastic.
She has really good emotes. Or,
Yes,
hey,
she
let
does.
let me post the one Gohan. So basically, Gohan, yeah, that look in general. That's the one. So he took the emotes that
Wait,
she.
are we
gave me.
done discussing Dota stuff?
Yes.
Yeah,
All
relatively.
right, I'm probably gonna end the stream then.
All right then. Bye everyone. Thank you for watching. What a wonderful season. Congrats to Doggo and Co. See you next season.
Thank you.
Yeah.